told you it's a great weight.
Never mind.
Oh, place 3 so. Alright.
Eisenman does it! Yes,
my
Chad!
Uh,
See, you don't doubt the Eisenman. Gosh,
Oh
we are
no,
that
okay, we're going
We
for
are in
Suan
fact that
Cole.
greedy.
Yeah.
greedy. There's that sumo. Let's see if
No
the sumo
way.
is better.
wow.
I
Am I
would
gonna
not.
skip roll?
Oh,
Just how
no.
far does this go?
No way.
People leaving. Oh my god.
No freaking way.
Oh my god. This is going into the Hall of Fame of plays right here.
Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to the 4th season of W League. I think that trailer was an awesome way to kick off the new season. We got new layout, new trailer, but welcoming back, of course, for the first week of commentary here, we have our host, Kodomius, as well as Mob joining us in commentary for the first week. And hello guys, how you guys doing?
Hello everyone. Well, I'm doing very good. Like, this is the start of a new season, and like you said, a new everything, new layout, the trailer, the new cards for how they are presented, and I hope that everyone like that. And I will give the rest to Mob.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's a new season of W League. Everything looks really nice and polished this time around, and it's always a new season of Mahjong to get excited for.
Yeah, so figured fitting way to start off this first season here is we're gonna be watching you know, the namesake player of the league with Wrath here, but also besides Wrath, we got a very strong table here with the starting with 4 pool 0 players right off the bat here with Psycho Freak, Musta, Wrath, and Imikao. What a way to start the season here.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we have Musta Pusta, who is the winner of the Tokujo League that happened last year. I'm a cow. I think they were in the final 4 in the cat football in the beginning of the year. Raf participated in a lot of tournaments. He won one of the extra life tournament. And Psycho Freak, who climbed in Tenho little by little, and now they are already a 6-dan player. They are pretty solid, and I think this table overall is very aggressive, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think for we definitely have some of our pool 0 players be a lot more on the defensive side, but I mean, like, looking at, like, you know, Wrath in particular, I'd say is probably the most aggressive player at this table, although, you know, we do see like Psycho Freak does have a higher win rate. But I look at that like Ricci rate of 24%, which is just might be the high. It's like I'm sure it's probably got to be the highest Ricci rate in pool 0 at the very least. I'm not sure if there's like maybe some higher Ricci rates. I haven't looked at everyone's player cards, but that's definitely gonna be one of the higher Ricci rates you're gonna see.
Yeah, definitely one of the top 3 highest Ricci rate in pool 0. And I think that we should be ready to see a lot of pushes, a lot of split decision making in the push for decision, and we might see like some players trying to contest others Richies or cores or Tempais. So yeah, I'm very hyped for seeing how this table will play out.
I'm as well, especially with Psycho Freak's 43 call rate. We'll probably see a lot of really interesting hands coming from him.
Yeah, Psycho Freak has the highest win rate with that call rate you were saying, which yeah, definitely can probably expect them to be opening up their hand whenever they have the chance here.
Is there anyone in particular you guys are rooting for?
For me, it's Musta because I'd like him to win this table so that he can prove me right for putting him in pool 0, so that he won't come to me again and say, why did you put me in pool 0?
I don't think that'll stop the complaining. It'll just be like,
Probably not.
We'll see. I'm sure Musta will find something to complain about.
I'm rooting for Musta just because he was on my team last season. I want to see him do well.
And you know, I'll root for Psycho Freak here. Like, you know, my team's not represented here, so I can kind of choose freely. With you know, Psycho Freak's a strong player. And like to, you know, I guess Musta and Psycho both using their Tenho stats here, but I'm gonna go with Musta here. But
yeah, talking about that, Psycho Freaks that are like he usually plays in Tonpu, so that may be why his score rate is higher than anyone else.
Alright, well, our game just started here, so we can get into the game here. We have looks like Psycho Freak as the first dealer here. And got a pretty decent high pie here. Has like already a completed sequence. Has sort of like 2 Ryamen pairs. Currently just trying to fill that Kanchan. If you could draw into like a Sanshoku with the door, that would be pretty good progression for this hand.
Yeah, I think that overall Musta has the faster hand. Like they already have 4 Tanya blocks. They can have maybe 4, 5, 6 Sanshoku if they draw the 4 so, 5 so next to the 6 so. And they can maybe even decide to open with the 4, 6, 6 Panchan.
Yeah, I was gonna say Musta has the advantage of calling here compared to everyone else.
I definitely could open for Tanyo. Maybe get just like a Tanyo door 1, which start off the first hand here with just a quick win.
Yeah, and now he also have a Ipeco chance if he manages to draw the second 7 pin. Imeko has like a slow hand. They have like a Chanta Junchan seed, so either they stay Menzen and decide to fold at some point, or force the hand and open. Yeah,
Or-
now with the 7 so draw, it
We'll
can be
see.
a possibility.
Might just end up cutting the honors, at least for now. Because you do have that 4-3 so Ryamen, which you can't use with the Junchan at the moment. If you pick up a 1 so you can. But
Yeah, that's true.
might just, that 3-4 so Ryamen's pretty strong, so might just have to keep that in the hand. Yeah, passing the 8-mon Chi, I'm thinking, is an indication that Amika's just going to probably try for a Richi here.
Yeah. I mean, the issue is that if they call the 8-man, they don't have a pair for their Junshan, so they
Yeah.
would be forced to keep the 9 pin, but there is only 1 left, so...
6 is a really nice draw here for Psycho Freak, who now is in a nice, it's like a Kutsuki Ishanten with some really nice shapes here. I always like this, like, you have like a Ryamen pair and then also like that 4 in a row. But meanwhile, we're actually going to see Musta, the first attempt by here, who's just going to take a Tanyo, Kanchan Richi, Tanyo Door 1. Psycho Freak is going to fight here, pushing that 5 pin. Just recognizing very strong dealer Ishan 10. Wrath is also Ishan 10. Wrath is, yeah. Okay, so gonna go for the 3-mon. And there's gonna be the Tempai here. You have two choices here. We're gonna see the Pinfu Ariamen. Maybe 2 5-mon weight. As we're gonna
Or
see
the
chasing from Psycho Freak.
Oh, let's go. So 2 5-man weight. There is only... So 5-man is there, the 2-man, and there is only 1 left in the world. So it's 2 versus 1.
Yeah, funnily enough, Musta actually having the better weight here on just the 5 Sokanjan. Wouldn't normally expect that. Oh, never mind.
Oh, that's a Tsumo.
Nice.
Yeah, just draw the final 2 on there. Get the Psycho Freak strikes first here. See if Psycho Freak can keep this up, getting another pretty decent high pie. Again, with like sort of 1 completed sequence, 2 Ryamen. You have that Dora Aka 5 so. The hand still needs like a head. Well, now you have that as well, so. Now already 2 Shanten. Musta is going to open with that Pei Yakuhai. Also has a Dora in hand.
Raph has a chance to go for Honitsu if they want, but they might not do because they have the 6-man Dora in hand that is already connected to 7-man.
And unfortunately for Musta, he probably won't be able to use that Dora unless he draws something around it.
Yeah. Amiko also with a really fast Ishan 10 here. And it's a pretty decent Ishan 10 as well. You can draw like a 1 or 4 so, you can have a sort of Pinfu Ipeko.
Would you call Richie on a Shanpon weight? Let's say you draw 8-man. Would you call Richie on 2 so, 3 so, or would you stay Dama in case you draw something?
If I drew it like at this moment, I think I would just take the early Richie. But if like the Champon weight starts to die out a bit, maybe you can wait.
So Musta is still keeping the 6-man in hand after the discord, thinking that maybe they still can capitalize on it and keeping the 2 pairs and 2 3 so.
And there we go, gets paid off. Now I'm a cow. Oh, this is actually awkward because you already discarded the 9 so this 8 so doesn't really help that much at this point. You could discard 6 so, I guess. Or just Tsumogiri the 8 so. Yeah, that 6-9 so Ryamen, not actually what you want. Wrath pick completes another sequence, so Wrath is now 2 Shanten. Wrath is Ishan 10, sorry. Now calls to Tempai. Waiting on that 5-8 mon.
No.
Oh, here's the 5-man.
Okay, so Wrath gonna put a stop here. First dealership. And that'll even up the game a little bit. Okay, on to Amikawa's dealership. Does have 1 completed sequence already. Maybe what you get 5, 6, 7 Sanshoku with the perfect draws here. You do with that 6 so. You can draw around that. Wrath's got a pretty nice hand with that Dora pair and what looks like a hand that could definitely call for Tanyao. Or maybe your favorite hand, Kodo. We could have a Chitoy potential for Wrath as well.
Yeah, but I don't trust Wrath. I don't trust Wrath.
You've been betrayed too many times.
Like, I think if I'm Wrath and I see 2 so, I might pawn and try Toy because 1 so... Yeah, 1 so it can be hard to pawn, but then 8-man is easy, and then he has the 3-man now, so... You can try for Toy or even Tanyao.
There's also the possibility it is still also just Tanyao. Yeah, like you were saying. We also have seen Imikao call twice. They did get the Yaku High and now have called into Tempai. It is just the one Hakudora or Hakunomi. Waiting for that 6-mon. Okay, Psycho Freak finds Ishanten now with that 3-so pickup. That's a pretty decent hand with the... Could be a Chun Richi.
Yeah, they can have also 3-4-5 Isusuke if they draw 5-man or 5-pin.
Yeah. Could also pick up, use that Dora if you draw that. There's a lot of ways that hand could be quite expensive. Ooh,
Yeah, and
Reth
Musta
gets-
is... Oh, that's a good draw.
Yeah, Reth drawing into Ishanten now. Oh, but there's Richi from Psycho. Did find the Tempai. You missed on all the on the Sanshoku, but is still Richi Chun and immediately chased by Wrath. Got chased with the more expensive hand here.
Richi
but it
Dora
is,
3.
Yeah, Richi on the Champon. Which looks like the final 1-so's in the wall. And are both 8-mon on the wall as well, looks like it.
Yeah. I wonder if Psycho will be able to can the tune.
Oh, he's gonna deal it on 2-pin instead.
Oh. At least that's
Unfortunate.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, big potential there with the even the Sanoko and the Tsumo.
Oh,
but-
and Tuso would have
And it
been
Earth
double
3,
Dora.
nice.
Wow. If Raf run that, it would have been Richi Dora 6.
That would have been quite the hand. But at the very least, he's gotten a good high pie here on his dealership now with the already starting with the Hatsuanko. The rest of the hand's actually not that great. At least you have a door though, and already having a Hatsuanko is a pretty good start.
How would you play this hand, Mob? Like, for example, would you cheat the 3-man or the 7-so?
I would definitely cheat both of them, because that's just how I am. I'm very aggressive like that, but I could see the argument for staying Menzen.
I see. Yeah, no, I said
Especially
the
if you wanted to
3-man.
reach it because you get 7,700.
Yeah, that is that, yeah. Yeah, he might stay Menzen now. He's doing very good.
Mhm.
Maybe he will cheat the Dola or 7-so if it comes up. It depends on which turn he gets that.
Well, I know Wrath is one to go headless a lot when he opens, so there's no telling.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he likes to open and not think about the pair immediately. Oh no, Khan! Boo! Boo!
Yeah. Maybe if the hand was already open, I think we'd probably see a con, but just unfortunately a little bit too weak of a play to actually call open con from a closed hand. Musta just throwing that 6-0 right back, looking definitely aiming for an E2 here. He's one away from it. Just trying to get that 3-so or that 8-so. I think it's a pretty reasonable just Tsumogiri the 6-0 because if you draw like the 5-so Tempai, you're like just reaching Nomi on like a 3-so Penchon. So it's keeping the Aka 5-mon, so maybe you would give up on E2 if you draw Ramen around that.
Yeah, I wonder if Musta might have the plan where he pawns the last Haku and then discard
There's a
1-2,
reach,
so...
Well, we're actually considering, because you are kind of close to just like a Honitsu, but in the end we do see the Richi. Richi Hatsu Door 1, so this is, it's good value here, 77 on Ron or Mangan Sumo.
Yeah, and there is only 1-7-so left in the world, so... Maybe he will Ipatsumo it, who knows, it's rough. Ah, no. Never mind.
Musta did end up drawing that 8, so the problem with Musta's hand kind of died when like he kept that Aka 5-mon And then immediately drew the Dora, so kind of tough to Mawashi that hand at this point.
Yeah. Like he can't like try to push one man
Oh
with
no,
two man.
you actually did find Tempai here, so yeah, the 5-mon cleared from Wrath. So now actually
Oh.
Musta is on a Dama Dora Tonki with that Itsu.
It's Sudora too.
Let's see how long Musta can keep
nice
this Tempai
Mongon
here.
Tenpai.
The issue is like one man is also one left in the world, so it's 1 versus 1. Oh, he might have a better weight if yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Psycho Freak or Amakao is going to be able to get the Tempai too easily here. Although maybe Chitoy actually for Amakao.
Yeah.
Oh, Musta does push that 7-so though. Was Suji to 4-so and sitting on Mongon Senpai makes sense to push.
Yeah. Did Raf get a Nura?
Oh, did we miss a Nagashi? I think Psycho Freak was on a Nagashi there.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
too distracted,
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
notice it.
It seems so. Yeah, he was on Nagashi. See, that's the issue with Nagashi. You only see it like when it's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Psycho in chat. My Nagashi.
Ooh, another door pickup for Wrath. Fortunately, both these honors are not Yakuhai. So if
Yeah.
he wants it open, it's kind of difficult. You'd have to try for like Toy Toy. So it might just stay closed. This could be a Chitoy hand, or maybe a Honitsu hand. Those are
Yeah,
both kind of ways to open.
Yeah, I would not hesitate and cheat Ripin if it comes out. And go for Nitsu. Like you can pivot and discard 1-2 man or even 6-0 6-0 first if you want to be more aggressive.
Wrath keeping the 6-mon. Are we aiming for the Doko here? Oh, wait a second. We're actually just Chito Ishan 10. Probably not Doko, but this is a big pair.
If he goes for yeah, I was gonna say if he goes for Cheeto, he has to discard the 4-pin. If he does something else, that's not Cheeto.
I kind of want to see the Doko. I feel like you're not supposed to call Palm. I'm quite sure you're probably not supposed to call Palm. But if Wrath does decide to go for it, I can kind of support it.
Unfortunately, it'd be probably hard for him to win off a Doko, considering Amakao has the other 2 6-pin and can use them.
Yeah, you're right. That does make that rather difficult.
Yeah, and talking about Imakao, he has a chance of he has a chance to go for 3-4-5 Sanchaku with the 2 Kanchan 3-5. And Musta Pusta has a slow hand, like he has 1 Kanchan, 1 Penchan, which is slowing him down. Psycho has the fastest hand because they managed to open.
Or Miss Chitoy Tenpai.
Yeah, I mean, that's the issue with people, with the players who are not used to go for Chitoy. Normally the Tuso should have stayed in hand because that's a good tile for Chitoy. Every Chitoy player would say that.
But 3-so Suji Toitsu to the 6-so.
Well, even that he doesn't trust it. He already discarded it. So see, he's not a Chitoy player. He doesn't know.
Yeah. I think he's just following the K-Cab path of Chitoy. So we'll see. Might end up cutting 3-1 here. If he cuts 7-mon instead of 3-1, we know he's a K-Cab Chitoy believer. Okay, he gets the 3-1. Not keeping the Suji Toitsu. Psycho Freak does find Tempai here on 2-5 pin. Just Hatsudora 1. Amikawa also Tempai as well on 5-8 pin. And then now Musta finds Tempai. That slow hand did get to Tempai, and it does have Dora as well as a Ryamen wait here on 3-6 pin. Amikawa with a lot of those 3-6 pins stuck in their hand. Trying to decide if they can push this 3-mon or the 6-mon. Goes for the 6-mon. Ooh, and Wrath finds Tempai. Are we gonna see just 7 Sorichi? Yeah, there it is.
I would just.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't takes all the sticks.
I don't agree with that. I would have gone with East Dama and try to fish the 7 Sosuji from someone else.
Maybe maybe if you want to try that, you can go 7 Sodama, I think. I think East is probably more likely to come out than the 7 Sosuji.
The issue is that East was Shunpai, right? If I checked the board correctly.
well, it was the door indicator.
Ah, okay.
Anyway, we do go on to Mustapusta's last dealership here. Just find themselves in 4th place, so needs to try to make something happen here. The high pie is nothing too special. Doesn't really have any value, no way to open. At least it does have a couple completed shapes though. Looks like we're finding another pair there. The hand also doesn't look that special, though can open for Tanya maybe. Chundora, doesn't look anybody has drawn any yet.
Yeah, and that Dora might crew someone's hand depending on when they draw it. Like they might keep it because they fear that someone might pawn it, or they will try to keep it to go for Tanki if they want to go for value. So it depends on when this Dora is drawn. Oh, Musta denied the Khan. Yeah, Psycho is not 2-shot then. The issue is that they have 3 pairs, so this one might be difficult to complete if they keep it like that. Oh, Musta discard. Oh yeah, he discarded 4 so and 5 so earlier. So yeah, it makes kind of sense to discard 6 so. And then that might make 7 so a good weight for later.
There's that first door drawn, picked up by Wrath here. Ooh, Amika finds Tempai. It's got a Sananko chance here on Sumo. 2-mon, 9-pin Champon. Really would like to Sumo this hand.
Yeah, both of them are on in the wall, so they might get it. Unfortunately, they can't can either of 1-man or 4-pin.
Psychopic's gonna fight a little bit here, pushing that 2-so. Does have an Ishan 10 on their dealership, and perhaps feeling the pressure of this 4th place here, wants to at least Muwashi a little bit. The Penchon's a bit annoying, but at least you don't see any of the 7-so, so you can hope to try to draw that. Now you could pivot off of that Penchon. There goes the 9-pin. It was like, I think it was like 1 chance Sotogawa. It's not going to be that expensive though. That hand really wanted to Sumo. It's 1600 on roll or 8000 on Sumo, but you know, so Kyle will take the points.
Yeah, considering that we changed how the UMA works for this year, so 1st place gets plus 25, 2nd place gets plus 5, 3rd place is minus 10, and last place is minus 20. So even some small wins can make a huge difference when you want to try to close the gap from 3rd place to 2nd place, because that minus 10 might be huge.
Another strong hand here on Psycho Freak's dealership. Starting off with a pretty good one. has kind of pretty good shapes. It could maybe shift into a Tanya on some draws. You also have like Sanshoku draws. Even without any of that, you can just have like a Riichi with some Dora here. Now finds a pair for the hand. So perfect Ishan 10. 6-mon would be the ideal draw here. You get Ipeko and Tanya. It'd be interesting to see, like, yeah, I mean, you could like cheat that, but there's not really any need with this hand. If you draw like a 8-pin, you can either Riichi with 7-mon, which would give you like a Pinfu Ramenway, or you could Riichi with 1-mon, which gives you Tanya Ipeko. Be interesting to see what Psychic Freak goes for.
Would you guys call 6-man for Tanya?
No, I would not. This hand is quite
Depends
strong.
on when it is in the round. If it's right now, I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, you can't really do anything with that, can you? Yeah, you just gotta throw it back. Because, like, if you go for Itsu, you have to give up on, like, the Pinfus and the Tanyos. It doesn't, not really any way to keep it.
Yeah. I think that keeping the net might be a trap. Like, you can think about, yeah, I have 4, 5, 6-man, and then the Ryankan 5, 7, 9. I would discard the 7-man. But I think that the Tanya Ipeko is more valuable than the Ryankan for the Itsu chance.
It's actually kind of close. Because, like, Itsu and then Ipeko Tanya is worth the same.
Mm-hmm.
リーチだ
It's an interesting one, actually.
I guess it's how you value which weight you will get and how easy it is to get it. Like, is it easier to get the 6-man draw or the 8-man draw, or maybe even the 8-man chi?
We do have a Riichi from Amekao, and Psychic Freak gonna fight this one. Gonna have a strong dealer hand here. Pushing that 4-pin into Ipatsu. Amekao just on a 7-so Penchon here. Dora 1. Musta also
Rough.
fighting.
Oh, yeah.
それ当たりだよ
I don't know about that push though.
リーチドラ
I think it's okay considering you had a quite a strong dealer Ishan 10. And the Suji count
Yeah.
is also quite low.
We also
So-
have a good. We also had a small lead over everyone, like almost 10k from him
Yeah.
to third place.
South 1 is pretty early though. And like trying to win another big hand to have a good chance at first. I think it's pretty reasonable. Amekao with a really strong hand here. It's called the Akuhai. I guess you're probably not Honitsu with the 2-3-mon, but this looks like it could be a quick 2-hon hand for dealer. Already
It's
into
Ishan
Ishan
10.
10. I don't think 3-so does a lot. I'm just gonna go ahead and discard the 6-so. You already Ramen and Ishan 10, you might as well just hold a safe tile. Mustapasta's got a pretty decent hand as well. Just have sort of that Ryankan and then missing, has like a draw into like an E2 if you get the right Manzu draws. Mustapasta trying to get back into this game here.
Oh, and Psycho drew a good tile too, so to fill in the Kanchan. That might speed up their hand. I think that the slowest hand is Rough's hand. Right now, they have 3 pairs, one Kanchan. It might be difficult to reduce the sentence with his 6 blocks.
Musta does draw into Ishan 10 here with that 7-so. Oh, this is kind of... Yeah, I actually don't think you keep that Aka 5-mon.
Yeah.
because of the 2-month door, normally you keep it from that like 2-3-5 shape. But in this case, like if you draw 4-mon, you have to cut a door in some way. It's gonna be called by Wrath, who's gonna try to get a Tanyao going. And not gonna have a lot of time to do it. Probably gonna hold that 4-mon though, because that is a good Tanyao tile. Never mind, just comes out.
悪いね。それ当たりだよ。発ドラ。
Possibly just trying to discard that before it became dangerous, but the dealer was already tempai after 1 call. So I'm catching up to Psycho Freak here with the 3 wins in a row now. And try to make it another one here. With a good hand that could call for Tanyo, but really like if you keep this hand closed, chances at like it Pinfu Ipeko.
Yeah, this hand can be either fast or expensive if you keep it close or open. It depends on how you want to play it. Rough again with a slow hand. I mean, yeah, slow but still faster than the last one. Like they have a Ryankan, they have a 7-8-9 Sanchoku chance.
And we could seem to think about just opening for that Sanchoku. When you have like Kanchan, it's pretty hard to complete Menzen, so wouldn't be surprised to see a Chi on one of those. Ooh, another 5-mon for Psycho Freak. See, probably debating between 4-mon and the door Chun. He's gonna go ahead and just drop the Chun right now.
Yeah.
It does have that Ishanten.
Someone was already discarded the Chun, so might as well do it now before someone else paired their own Chun, so that you don't give someone else a Mongan chance.
Wrath finds Ishanten for that Sanchoku.
Would you cheat the 8-pin, guys? Mob and Navitas?
8-pin.
For Sanchoku Nami.
Yeah, I think I probably would.
Yeah, I would also take it.
Considering, well, now that there's one out, I would definitely cheat.
I would cheat either
Yeah.
one, the 3-pin or the 8-pin.
Mm-hmm.
That's Chito Ishanten for I'm a Cow, making the Sanchoku chance for Rough kinda almost dead, because there is only one 8-pin in the world now.
Okay, I was gonna keep this 6-mon to maybe still you could still have routes to like a Tanya Ricci as well. With the Chitoyu.
Yeah. And Psycho is Ishanten for Tanya Odora too. Yeah, now they keep the safe tile west, so that they can push. And that's also Ishanten for Musta now, with the Ryanman and the Ryankan. Oh, that's a good draw for Raf. Yeah, making now 5 soda pair. Oh, the first can!
And it does actually
I know,
help out
he's
Musta's hand. As well,
It's also made his hand more expensive.
Wrath now draws into a headless Ishanten.
Fortunately for Psycho, everyone has his 4-pin.
ポンするよ。
I'm actually gonna call here. Which does
Ooh.
give a wider Ishanten now. Didn't believe in the Chitoy any longer.
Which is fair, like, at this point you want to have more chances to get them by.
No, it's better for Psycho because he's got 2 left to draw for himself.
There's gonna be a tempai for Wrath, but it does have to cut that 7-pin. And that is gonna deal into Psycho.
Unfortunate. For 7,700.
Yeah, that's a huge chance at this point of the game.
Alright, South 3 nearing the end of this game. That's final dealership. Has a hand which could open for Tanya, but it's pretty awkward when you have two of those 2/3 Soryeon. So, might just want to try to keep the hand closed. And keep the 1 pin, which gives you 1, 2, 3, or 3, 4, 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku chance. Masta has a hand which can call the Haku. Would just be kind of like Haku door 1 at this point, but that would at least close the gap and make it easier to come back in all last.
Musta's now Ishantan.
Yeah, probably at this point, especially since you don't have another pair. Yeah, now you have Ramen and Ishantan. I think you definitely are not calling this Haku if I'm Musta. Just try to get a Ricci.
And I mean, like, opening this hand for 2 hands it's kind of sad. So at this point he has to stay Menzen, in my opinion.
A lot of quick hands here. Wrath's hand and Amika's hand both looking pretty good as well. Psycho Freak does have door 2 with actually 2 Shanten, so that one's not so bad either. Wrath has Ramen Ishanten now.
I'm Psycho all of a sudden has 3 Doras in hand, and unfortunately they won't be able to push this hand that much. Maybe
Here
they
we
can
go.
map. Oh, let's go. Usta, 5 so.
And then Amika on the 4-7 pin. Big Ricci
So-
battle here. This is a chance for Musta if he can win this hand. It is just the
Yeah.
door 1, but you can pick up an extra Ricci stick as well.
And they
You
have
could
their
start your
dealership
comeback.
next. So Musta is on 5 so that's 4 tiles weight. Imeko is on 4-7 pin, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so 3 tiles weight for Imeko and 4 for Musta.
つもだ
Oh, Amika gonna pick it up here.
Ah,
Then
Unfortunate.
King Dora. It was on the cheaper end,
ドラ
but
yeah.
this is
That's the
definitely
Yasume.
gonna close the gap. I think it's gonna put Amika in first place at this point. No, not quite. He's 1,000 points short. So Psycho Freak still with the lead here in all last. Well,
Yeah,
Musta at
and-
least has a hand which can call here.
Yeah, I think now they have to go, like, they can't stay Menzen and just try to Renshan. I guess the goal is to try to be 3rd place now for Musta, to not take the -20.
Yeah, start with that, and sort of see where your dealership takes you. This hand is probably not gonna be anything huge. I mean, if you got a Ricci, you can still get like a Mongan, but I think more likely not, it's probably just gonna be like a 2-Han hand. I don't think you can really afford to pass the Haku. We'll see though. Amiko just needs to pick up any win here for first place, and with a hand that definitely looks like Tanya, I imagine they're going to be calling anything that comes their way. I guess 1,000 points actually is not enough. They would need a 1,000 point sumo. I believe we are using the seat tiebreakers, right? If 2 players tie.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so-
I didn't change the setting for that.
So probably still worth opening if I'm Amikao, and then I would... Well, it's kind of tough. At this point you are Ishanten. I'd be interested to see what Amikao chooses. if they want to open. Because if they open, it does mean that they need either direct hit or Tsumo.
Yeah.
I think I would still
And-
go for it, but we'll see what they opt for.
Yeah, I would too. Like, there is a huge difference between +5 and +25 for first place, second place. So if they can play for first place, they have to at this point. They have a low chance to be third place, so they can try and. Oh,
Well, here we go. You can Dama this one if you want. I don't think
Yeah,
there's much reason
I-
to Ricci here. Dama
Yeah, I
Tanya
would
Pinfu
Dama.
here. Which is enough for Kao to get first place here in the 5-8 pin. And there's a definite chance here that this 5 pin comes out. Well, I was going to say comes out from Musta. It might still come out, especially now it's Gembutsu to Wrath. Amikao just needs to keep Tempai, and this 5 pin is looking pretty loose in Musta's hand.
I hope that he won't discard it.
Yeah, I mean, like, oh, well, there you go. The 2 pin comes out first. That also is going to do it for Amikao here.
Yeah, that's
リ
it.
ーチドラ2
Yeah, that's enough to be first now. Got baited by the Suji.
Yeah, so Psycho Freak dealing in there. That does end our first game with Amikao overtaking Psycho Freak there in the south round with actually a bunch of wins. Psycho Freak won like 3 hands in a row, and then I think won another like a 4th hand as well, and I think south too, and then finally Psycho Freak dealing in there to Wrath does get the first place, and then Psycho Freak in second. Wrath does just secure that 3rd there with that win, and then Musta didn't really have anything going that game, just get the 4th place.
Yeah, as expected, we've seen some good fightings in this game, and oh, we have still 1 table left.
Yeah, let's take a look and see where we're at here. It's all last. Do you happen to know what table we're watching here?
It's table 1.
Okay.
Chibi is my teammate, Chibi Terasu.
Oh. And thank you, Raf, for the red. Yeah, here
Yeah,
we
nice,
go. Now we
nice
see.
second place, Wrath.
So we have Egmirio from Team 2, that's your team Navitas. Chibiterasu from your team Mob, so please don't be biased, you two.
No, I'm
And
just
then we
hoping I
have-
don't streamer person.
Yeah. We have Not Stratos from Doraponia, that's Ren Panda's team, and Kinotora is from Suizo's team. And oh yeah, the situation is quite close for the second place.
Yeah, the battle from basically 4th to 2nd is all quite close here.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty decent upgrade here for Egg. Let's give this hand another Ryomen. Kinotora is sitting on that Onko with the Chun. Hasn't had an opportunity to really call anything yet, but I'd be happy to just win, even if it's just Chunomi here to secure this first place. And then Stratos could go for a Tanyo. They are down by, looks like 2,400 points. So like a Tuhan Sumo would do it for them if they could get like Tanyo Dora Sumo. We'll see if Stratos is interested in opening. Chibi does complete another sequence here. Let's give them 2 Shanten. It's a bit awkward though with that like 1-2 1-so and then the 8-8-9-9 pin. You're gonna have to fill a bad shape at some point. Oh, Egg's gonna force a Tanyo here with that 9-mon discard.
Not Stratos as a Ishanten for Chitoi too, so
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
they
I've
have
got
true.
tempo for
Chito,
Kinosora.
Tiny Odora, so that can be enough. The issue is that Triman is in into Kinotora, which is a good decision to Dama here. That way, if someone scores Richie like Ekmiru, they can forward on Chun 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 and they are safe. I like that Dama.
Yeah, the Uma's big enough, I think, that you can just maximize your chance of first here. I think that's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Although if you wanted to Ricci, I wouldn't blame someone. It is pretty decent value here with like a Ricci Chundor one. So
Yeah, I
think
mean-
I think either option's okay.
I guess it depends on the captain itself, like what's the instruction of the captain and what they want their player to do.
You have like a little bit of a
Some-
lead here with like 16,000 points. It's a little bit of a gap. You can kind of maybe take some risks here to just get a larger first.
There we go.
Okay, Stratos calls into Tenpai here. Is gonna need Tatsumo if they want to
Yeah,
take or direct hit. Either one would give a
second
second
place.
place.
And that's
Ooh.
Ishanten for Chibitarasu too.
Egg finds
Mhm.
another door here.
That's a good draw.
Okay. I think there's still both doors still left in the wall as well.
Yeah.
This could be good.
This is very close.
There's the 4, so is this gonna get roamed? Or is Stratos... Okay, Stratos is just gonna take the 3rd place here. Doesn't want to go for it. I mean, I can understand you don't want to drop to 4th because of dealer, but... Yeah, it's a tough situation. I just feel... Oh wait, that is
Because of
2nd
the
place. What did
stick
I...
and
That's
There's a
homba, yeah.
homba!
Wow.
There was a
Yeah.
homba. I did not count
Stick
that.
and homba. There was a stick.
Stick, okay.
Oh,
I just noticed that.
Okay, sorry. We jumped in there in the middle of the hand. I forgot to check the middle.
yeah, same. I didn't pay attention to the stick.
So never mind. Stratos there with enough to actually take 2nd place.
Good call on that move. We didn't see
Yeah, I only just noticed it when they roamed.
that. So we were in the same situation. But yeah, Kinotora getting the huge Uma. Now they have plus 37.5 as a first place. That's huge for them and their team.
Yeah, unfortunately, Egg wasn't quite able to get that Tanyo hand there, and so does start with a 4th in this first round. I think all our games at this point have finished. So
Yeah, so
we can
now
switch over to the standings here.
yeah.
Which I can just do this for now. We're still working out some of the kinks in the setup, but this will get the job done. Okay, yeah, so we could see we just watched the end of that game there with the table 1 getting that 4th place, and then Stratos getting there right at the end to take the 2nd place over Chibi, and then Kinotora for comfortable 1st place. On table 2, it looks like we had Kakataru taking the 3rd place there, and then for Moneyball Mahjong we had Stir Fry Yutaka with a big 1st place, Naru taking 3rd place, and then Patriot with 4th. We watched table 3. That one was with Musta getting the 4th, Wrath in 3rd, Second Freak in 2nd, and then Imakawa in 1st. And the other 2 tables we didn't see, we had Shimmer starting off with a nice 1st place there with a plus 49 for his team. And actually looking like a big 1st there, because if we see Cindy actually got the 2nd place, but it was a negative 2nd there. So Shimmer definitely sort of running away with that table there. Cindy with the minus 1.2 second, and then Dasan minus 18, and Aminoa with a minus 29. And then finally on table 5, we had Nico showing the strength of the... Well, a couple of Pool Zero players there, actually. Nico with the first place there at plus 41, and then Mira in third place at minus 10. Xanists in second with the positive 9, and then Bayonetta taking the fourth there with a pretty painful minus 40. So if we go to the first standings page here, this is sort of where our teams line up after the first game here. And it was Shimmer there with the highest first place out of all the tables there. So trying to start off with a much better start than how the last season went here. Yeah, putting his team in a very strong position here at that plus 49. And then yeah, this is where we stand after one game.
Yeah, and again, it's still the first game of the day, so there is still 2 games left, so this standing can still crumble down and the last place can become first and so on. So there is no... The players that will play now shouldn't stress too much, like we have 10 weeks and a lot of games still to play, so this is not the decisive standing. Things will evolve little by little, week by week.
Yeah, so I think we still have, I believe, 15 minutes until the next game starts, so 20 minutes for us. So I think we can go ahead and take a look at the next table I'm going to be watching here. And this is where we're gonna pick up for the second table here. And we have about 20 minutes, so I think we're going to take a break here, and we'll be back for game 2. Alright, looks like our game 2 games just got started here, so welcome back everyone. We just have to
Welcome
wait for
back.
the 5-minute delay here and we can get underway.
Yeah, and the the thing that we can say quickly about this table before it starts is like Arlet from Pool 4 as an expert tree. I've checked quickly the stat for the draft, and they were the third highest pick value in that pool. So we might maybe expect some good plays from them, since their captain were willing to spend so many points, so many debuting points on them. So I guess that this kind of market value might reflect itself on the game, hopefully, for the captain.
Yeah, and then I believe that Kawei Zo or Ship was also one of the highest value players from Pool 3 as well. I don't remember exactly, but I remember that I believe it was a fairly high pick.
Yeah, let me check that actually. Yeah, they are in the top 5.
Yeah, so definitely some high value players here as well. So of course, Bobo and Chuman, both Pool 0 players as well. So I definitely could have a good match here on our hands.
Yeah, this is definitely a stacked table.
Were you not in Kawai's away team mob in the Saki tournament last year, I think? Oh, 2 years ago, I don't remember.
I wasn't.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm misremembering that then. So,
No, I was only in the Saki tournament last year.
yeah, last year you were with me and Musta and Red Zone 8 and there was AI
Bully.
Bully and Heki. Yeah. Yeah, and Chunman, like there is a lot of things to say about Chunman. They went from 4 down to 7 down in like 1 month, 300 games. That's crazy. I think that's the fastest rank up that I've seen in Tenho.
Yeah, it's definitely quite
And
the run.
they are very knowledgeable in Mahjong. Like when you are asking him some question, he always take the time to answer and then give the reason on why XYZ should be done, and usually their logic is very solid on that. As for Bobolai, I think it was in season 2 when we had more Mahjong awards for the players. They've won the what we call the Wall of China award. That's for the player who has the lowest dealing rate in the W League. They had like 3% dealing rate in 6 games. So definitely a very defensive player, and you shouldn't expect Bobolai to deal in that much. And he is my teammate, so I,
Yeah,
I'm
Bobo's
Do you think
supporting
we-
Bobolai not because he's a good player, but because he always uses the male characters.
I see. I see. I was gonna ask, who do you think will win this table or have a chance to win it?
I think pretty much everyone has a good shot because they're all very good players. Because I've seen Arlet do pretty well in like little tournaments and leagues.
Well, we're already underway here. It is Arlet on the first dealership. Does have the Chun Yakuhai pair start. Chun holding one of those as well. And pretty quick hand as well. 32 Shanten.
Let's see if Chun will discard himself.
Actually discarding the Forso there. So maybe he doesn't want to go full efficiency with this hand. I guess trying to keep the 8-so to draw the Dora. And then really trying to keep these Yakuhai to maybe pair them up with the two other pairs.
Yeah. I think that's something that can be considered with how the hand looks like. He only has 4 blocks, so he might need a 5th one, yeah. And now he's pairing South, discarding Chun that will be called by Arlet. And now they're already Shanten.
Kawaiizo, or I'm probably just going to call him Ship from now on because it's a bit easier. Does also have a perfect Ishanten as well. Though Arlet is the first attempt by here on that 6-pin.
Yeah, and they have a chance to like call 1 4-pin or 3 6-pin to have a better weight.
Yeah, this pin's shape's a bit flexible.
Would you take the let's say you draw 7-pin. Would you take the Shanpan and try to buy the last 2 so since it's Suji 2-5 so, or is it? Yeah, no.
I think I would have just stuck with the Kanchon because it's easier to upgrade and it has one more tile of the weight, but we're gonna end up on the Real Min here. Does have just one extra tile, but that final 9-pin does have a pretty good chance of being discarded if it is Tron.
Yeah.
I guess Ship and, well, Bobo can't use it anymore, but maybe Ship would use the 9-pin. Jimin picks up the Dora here, so also finds Tenpai here on 3 6-so.
Yeah, for Yakuai Dora too.
So 3 players Tenpai. Bobo considering whether or not they want to push this 3-mon. Actually decides it's a little too dangerous. So goes with the 4-so.
I agree with this move.
I'm not sure what... I'm not quite seeing what makes 4-so safe. Well, now we drew 3-so. We're gonna discard... Yeah, I guess 2-mon for E10 here. It's at least safe here.
Because Foso Suji is Genbutsu to Chunman, and Arlet discarded 5-so and 6-so Tsumogiri, so they shouldn't need 4-so. And they discarded 1-so Tedashi, so it would be weird in my opinion to wait on 4-so after that kind of discard.
I guess I didn't see that it was Genbutsu to Chunman. By the way, Arlet does pick up the win there from Chun. And it was, you know, just a small, just 1-han hand here, but just could keep the dealership now. This hand, nothing too special here for dealer. Ship's got a pretty decent hand here. It is the Chun Dora, which Ship has one of them, Chun has another. Chun drawing that south pair again. We saw him call last time for that Yakuhai. Oh, another Onko picked up. It's a pretty good draw here. Chip's gonna go with the 4-pin. So now into a headless Onko Ishanten.
Oh, Arlet might have a chance for 6, 7, 8 Sanchaku. If they like draw 3-so, they can discard the 9-so. But now it will be a bit more difficult. Yeah, we have to give up on the Sanchaku. Otherwise, it makes this hand a bit awkward.
Yeah, probably just gonna have to try for just like a Ricci. Maybe you can get Pinfu if you fill the Kanchan. It's probably the best bet for this hand.
Yeah. Oh, Chunman drew the Dora. Or maybe they had it earlier and didn't see it, but yeah, that Dora is now a bit
Well,
difficult.
it was discarded
He's
by
had
ship.
it.
Yeah, I mean, it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 6 turns ago. I don't know if it's still safe to discard it after that many turns has passed.
I think like Chinman would be fine discarding it if like the hand advances, but ideally you want to keep it because this hand kind of looks like it could be Chitoy. Chitoy Door would be
Well,
ideal.
it is Chitoy Shantan for him.
Well, ship is the first to Tenpai.
On
The
3-man.
Ichidora
On
1.
a nice 3200 hand.
Yeah, and they have the Suji bite already set up for the 3-man on turn 3. But there is only one 3-man left in the world, so...
Whoa,
So
now
Oh,
we got
Khan!
Pinfu
Oh,
action.
no.
Oh, the wrong tree! That's unfortunate.
So this is now an 80 Fu Ron.
Yep,
We
now
could see
I'm on
the
down
3
for-
on 80 Fu. Or 2 on 80 Fu, I guess. It's a nice one. Sumo would be the 3 Han Mangan.
Mhm.
One 3-mon left in the wall here.
This is easy Shanten now. I wonder if he will try to... Yeah, he's
4-mon.
trying.
And try taking that Yishanten instead of the Chitoy. The Forso also looks like it could be pushable here. But
Yeah.
there's no more draws anyways.
左手の包帯が
So we don't get to see any big Fu hands. Just gonna go to
Unfortunate.
exhaustive draw there. Ooh, that's a nice starting hand from Arlit, but this Chiman's dealership, who also does start with the double tone pair, which is quite good. Oh, has
And
the
the-
Chimanko. There's a lot of good stuff going on here.
Yeah, now Chunman can maybe dream about... Yeah, I think he will go for Chanta with that 5-pin discard. Now he has a chance also for Cheetah. And I think that...
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think with 8-pin 4-3, so I think Chanta's... You need a series of draws for that to work. I think it's more just like the
mean-
blocks are kind of set here.
I mean, he had 2 5 8-pin before driving the second 8-pin.
Yeah.
And he did it, so he drew 1 man and automatically discarded 5-pin.
Yeah.
Normally the efficiency cut would be 2-pin or 8-pin. But
No,
with
you're
that
right.
with that 5-pin, I think that's a more aggressive discard, and 8-pin can have the chance to
ポン
give Chanta. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now he goes just for Yakuai.
Yeah, Autozuke for that east tier. Although you can draw that one so still and get the Chanta.
Yeah.
Discarding the 8-pin over the 9-mon does indicate that he's interested in that one so Chanta draw. Well, just picks up the east tier, so it is just going to be double tone.
Oh, that's the Tuso. So that is... Oh yeah, okay. Obere doesn't push the Tuso, recognizing that it's dangerous against the Fuso Tadashi. And there is only 1 Tuso and 2 5-so. Oh,
Wow.
that's the Dora.
The hidden Takame.
トンラブトンドラ
It's a huge pickup there for Chun, getting the 7,600 points. Alright, well this hand's not quite as obvious as the last one. If you can draw into a Yakuhai. That's kind of been a lot of Chunman's hands, is just trying to draw into Yakuhai. Although, I mean, you draw 2-pin pair. Could still just be a Ricci. Tanyo chances, maybe. See where the hand goes.
Yeah, it depends on the draw. The issue is like with Tokanchan, I think that Some players might become faster than him. Alat has a slow hand, but like maybe Bobolai or Kawizoe might have a faster hand than him. Yeah, Kawizoe has a chance for Itsu on 2-so, 4-so, 7-so draw.
Well,
But
Chunin again
besides
draws
that,
the Yakuhai. I'm pretty good
wow.
about this.
Yeah,
Cutting away from the Kontron, valuing that 5-pin more for the door acceptance.
yeah, that's where you recognize how high-end player value that loose style compared to like discounting it and go for 6 blocks. That 5-pin is very valuable, and still now he's still keeping it because like if he draws 6-pin or 7-pin, he can discard one pair, maybe the 2-pin to have a better Shanpan weight on east and north.
Ship's also drawn into an Ishan 10 here. Oh, Chun first Senpai here. Wow, what a Shampon here. The Pei and the Ton. Really strong here. Winning on the Ton could be 3-Han hand or Mangan on Sumo. See what Ship wants to do, because is Ishan 10. See if they want to fight at all. No, just gonna be the 5-mon Genbutsu tile there. Doesn't want to try to battle Chun with this one.
Yeah, and this weight is very good. Maybe the east won't come out from someone else because it's Shunpai, but maybe that north will come out.
It seems like everyone's just doing their best to try to defend here, but might North might end up being someone's safest tile.
Yeah. Like if I'm looking at Kawizoe hand, yeah, they have Foso, Genbutsu, yeah, and then maybe they can. Oh, that's the east. Please, Boborai. It's Champa, yeah. I guess that Kawizoe might bet on the 3-so next because it's one chance now. Oh, decides to go with 9-so. Oh, and Boborai drew the last east, so there is only the last north left in the wall. Wait, Kawaii is Ishanten for Chito Idora 2 now. All of a sudden.
Mawashi it all the way
Yeah.
to get to that point here. I guess 6-mon was a push, wasn't it? There's 5-5. Maybe it's one chance? I think it was one chance.
Yeah. Ah, yeah. They can't get Tempai on that last round, unfortunately.
No one ended up drawing that pay, so let's go do another exhaustive draw here.
Yeah, now there is 2200 in the pot, so anyone winning that will have a small impact on the flow of the game, point wise.
Bobo is kind of a fun starting hand here with the Anko of Haku and then 2 Hatsu in hand as well. Could maybe be a Chanta, though it's not really that necessary. We'll see. Because you do have, you do kind of have like 4 Chanta blocks. It's keeping like the 6-mon 5-pin, not like committing to Chanta by any means, but if you draw like a 1-mon or something, meanwhile Ships are just already Richi'd here.
That's fast.
Yeah, Richi door 2. Just 7-mon weight.
Oh, that's unfortunate because Bobolai hand was very fast and valuable.
Bobo did go for Hatsu before Haku, so like, you know, the slightly more dangerous tile to maybe consider Mawashi. Although it's pretty tough with like, what, like 6-so and 5-pin neither look safe. You did connect up to the 5-pin. Yeah, it just goes 3 mon. It's kind of tough to fight here.
Yeah, it's difficult, and that's
Ooh.
oh
Ura.
リーチツモドラ
yeah, and the other from Hongan.
マンガン
Press the sticks, and now they are first place, and they have their dealership, so they might begin to snowball the hand. And yeah, they have a good hand. Already 3 blocks. Udara, but one of them is quite hard to use since it's the west wind.
There's another
Nice
good block
Hatsu
there.
pickup.
Bobarai has a slow hand, but they have a Sanchoku chance on 789 now. Damn. How is always drawing good tiles after good tiles?
Yeah, just goes ahead and drops that Dora.
Good pickup.
Wow, that's Ishan 10 now.
I think I would have maybe preferred to see 1 pin kept over 6 pin.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
too.
Well, never mind. This is better now. They have a pawn chance.
It's kind of close
Oh.
actually. I'm still thinking about that 6-0 versus 1 pin. It's kind of an interesting one.
I prefer 6-0, to be honest, but I feel like keeping 1-2 pin can accept like 6 pin, you discard 2 pin, and then you are Kutsuki Shanten with 4 man and 7 man.
Yeah. It's a bit interesting. The way the hand's is looking quite good. Arlet though is gonna actually be the first to tempai here, reaching that 6-0 Konchan.
Oh, unfortunately, yeah, Chunman has to pay attention to how he goes if he gets tempai, if he wants to go for this hand, because 6-0 might deal him. Oh,
But we ship
that's a
doesn't have to
chase.
discard the 6.
Yeah.
So ship gonna chase here. The 5-8 mon. Wait, the 8 is gone. Looks like there's just one. Actually, the 5 mon's also gone. So ship's way has none
Oh.
left in the wall. And then
Yeah.
there's just the 1-6. So these weights both are quite dead here.
And I don't think that any of Chunman or Bobolai will discard the dealing tile here. So ship might draw the 6 and dealing into Arlet if they draw it. That's the only chance for Arlet to win their hand.
I guess Bobo. Yeah, I was wondering if Bobo could maybe get tempai there, but not quite.
Yeah.
Chunmin still has a chance at tempai here. Doesn't find it either. Because we might have seen... I don't know, I could see 6-0 being pushed for tempai there. It's actually pretty reasonable. It was like 1 chance or something.
Yeah, that's why I was saying when Arlet called Richie that Chunman had to pay attention about which tile he wants to discard.
Yeah, I think Chunmin might have dealt in there because it's pretty tempting to go like 6-0 1 chance push for K10. I don't know. It'd have been a tough call, but either way, didn't see the tempo draw, so we didn't get to find out.
Yeah.
Now we have Bobo's hand who's looking like they're gonna go for a Junchan, although you'd have 2-so pair now, so we'll see.
Oh wait, the dealer didn't change
Oh,
the
my bad.
test.
Yeah.
Oh, ship again with a fast hand. They are already Nishan. Yeah, Nishanten.
Arlet's also called and has a Kutsuki Ishan 10, so
Oh, that's even faster.
pretty quick.
Oh, that's a good draw. Now that's Ishan 10.
Opting not to keep the E2 chance, just wants to keep.
Oh
the,
wait, no, that's not Ishan 10.
It's not quite Ishan
Yeah,
10,
it's
but it's
Ishan
close.
10.
Now it's
Yeah,
Ishan
yeah.
10.
I've misread the 9-man. I didn't see there was a pair of it.
But it was just it just didn't have enough blocks, but otherwise.
Wait, shouldn't we keep the 6-0 and just discard 9-man first to have a 4-5-6 Sanchaku chance?
Yeah, I think I would have kept that. Bobo has also opened up for this Junchon here. Sanchoku probably a little too much, but we'll see.
Yeah, because now if they want to go for Sanchaku, which terminal will be the pair?
I'm not sure why Chinman dealt in there. Because you can just discard 9-pin.
Yeah.
I guess there was 79 Sanchoku. Okay, sorry, I didn't see. There's too many hands to track. Yeah, there were 79 Sanchoku, so Chinman wanted to keep that as an option. Right, now we do rotate the dealership to Bobo.
Yeah, with a already good draw with the red 5, so they are still a bit far away from Tempai, but with that one so draw now they have 2 pairs, so they have more flexibility to another good draw. Now that's Ishan 10. Well, this is going fast.
Fortunately, not the best weights available, but still.
Wow, well, gonna be a
It's
turn 5
Ricci.
Tempai here, and imagine this is just gonna be Ricci.
Yeah. I mean, there is not that much upgrade. Like maybe you can break Tempai.
I don't know, I'd be pretty happy if just Ricci door 1.
As dealer,
Especially as
yeah.
loaded.
Mm.
Bobo's not though.
Yeah.
Maybe like
He's-
valuing the upgrades more since it's early. I mean, that's one way to look at it. I feel like I'd rather just Ricci more because it's early, but
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes. I mean, like you do have like the 3 so which is connected to the 5, 6, 7, so you do have like a lot of good draws. Like, you know, like 4 so would be giving you a 3-sided weight. Oh my goodness. Okay, never mind. Just draw the
Wow.
4 so. Holy cow! I
apparently
summoned it
we're
into
wrong.
existence. Well, that definitely worked
Yeah.
out for Bobo. So now has a 3-sided weight instead of just that. That
Wifing just draw. Oh, that's a chase fortune man.
Jimin
Also,
also
Hang
wants
on,
three-sided
to
weight.
147. Wow,
147
that's
versus 258, so wow.
yeah. So 147. So
he pots.
oh,
Wow,
that's an
he
e-pot.
pots.
Easy
Wow.
one gun.
On a
Actually, it's a
Takuma,
honeymoon
yeah.
for.
リッチ
Oh my gosh, you're at 2.
Oh,
Okay, nice
that's
honeymoon.
oh no.
ドラに
Oh no.
Oh, it's
Zero,
Paimon. Sorry, sorry.
Paimon.
Paimon. No, but tanking the 8k. That's huge. Oof, that's huge. Chunman, why?
Well, Chuman definitely pulling ahead of this one here. Going to South 1. Harlot's still just sitting here on 25,000 points now. Do have the Dora Hatsu, which Harlot has one of. As well as that Haku pair, so. And that could definitely call.
ポン
Bobo is going to call that South Yaku High. He does have Kutsuki Ishanten also holding that Dora. Meanwhile, can just Chimin draws Aka 5 so for Tenpai here. Chimin not afraid to take a Kanchan Ricci here. Not gonna try
Yeah.
to copy Bobo wait around. Just happy to take the Ricci Tanya with a Dora here. For some pretty
Oh,
good
and
value.
Boborai pushing Dora on the against the Ricci.
Yeah, for a 2-sided weight Tenpai here. The Dora really doesn't deal in there all that often.
Yeah.
So it's probably even. Oh, and there you go. Just shuts down.
Oh,
Shimon's
there we
Ricci
go.
here.
Yeah. Which is important.
なん
Yeah, right now Bobolai needs all the points he can get to close the gap since it's already now South 2, so they can't just fold and hope that someone else did it into Chunman. And Chunman again a good draw, already having 4 blocks,
Yeah, that's
has
probably
the
the,
dollar connector.
probably like the best draw they could have had there with that 8-pin filling in that Conchon. Significantly improves this hand here. Now draws into another Ryaman, so a couple of good draws now puts a Pinfu 2 Shanten here for Chun.
Yeah. And still keeping the 4 pin, maybe for the 2-3-4 Sanchoku, yeah, just like that.
Bobo also getting a good draw there though, with that Aka 5 pin filling that Conchon, so they're also now Ishan 10.
Yeah, now
Bobo
they
has to
have...
decide between like keeping the 2-mon or that 6-mon door acceptance. I think so with, well, it's kind of tough because you also have the Onko, so you have like Chitoy and San Onko chances. There's a lot to sort of evaluate, but Bobo just deciding to keep the 6-mon, which is quite a strong floating tile. And man, Chipman keeps getting good draws here. Another Aka. Aka 5 so picked
Yeah.
up here for this hand here, so now Ishan 10.
I think that for Bobora it's fine to discard the 2-1 because like already 1 9-man has been discarded, so the
The 9-man's
Sananko
dead.
Chen.
There's one in Arlitz, one in Chunman's.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Bubba does find the Senpai here. It's going to be Vici on the 4-7 pin. Vici door 1.
And of course everyone is opening now. That's the usual battle we have, like
Huh?
You're gonna see a bit of
someone
fighting
calls
here.
Richie and then everyone is opening and then oh wait, I have a bad tile, I need to fold.
Jimin still managing to hold Ishan 10 here. Can push the 3-so Suji. Is going to go ahead and do that. Or ship pairs up that dangerous 4-pin.
Yeah.
So
They
now,
can
gets to fit that in the hand.
Mawashi now. Like they can pun either 4 pin or 3 so, but they can't pun 4 pin because he would deal in, but yeah, now they draw 2 pin.
Oh, I think we're going to see a chase here.
Yeah. Now watch Bobolai draw the 4-man. Okay, good.
Yeah, this is a Vici door 2 now.
Yeah, 2 4-mon left.
Oh, it comes out from Arlet. Man, so Chimman just running up the score here. Even hits an arrow for good measure. Oh, sorry, this is door 3 already. It was already, I forgot the double tour Aka 5 mod.
Yeah.
I think that's a bit aggressive from Arlet to discard the 4-man.
Yeah, did try to push the Tempai. The 7 had cleared. You do kind of have to worry about that Conchon shape though when you see the 7-mon Ricci.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't see that much middle Manzu in the discard pool from everyone. Maybe a few 6-man or 5-man if I remember, but like this could be like even a 1 4-man wait or Kanchan wait. So that 4-man was still dangerous, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it's a painful deal. I'm actually gonna drop Arlet. He's a 4th below Bobo now. After,
Yeah, and
payout to the dealer Mongon.
yeah, and I was gonna ask a question for both of you. So we know that Boborai has the last dealership and he's 3rd place. How should he play out his gap against the Arlet?
I would kind of, from this point, just basically not change my strategy too much. I'd treat it mostly just how, like, I don't play all that differently until, if you're behind, maybe you need to go for big hands, but at this point, Bobo can pretty much just try to win anything. If you have a chance to go for an expensive hand, try to win an expensive hand, otherwise just win a cheap hand. So I wouldn't alter my strategy too much.
And what
Yeah,
about
especially
you,
'cause-
Mob?
I mean, I think it depends on the type of hand you have. Like what Bobo has right now, it's way more a hand you need to call because it has a lot of conchons and like pairs in it. So you can't really afford to just sit and greed for a while. You kind of need to move on from the dealership.
Yeah, and
Agree with.
Jimin is threatening again here with a Tanya door 2 Ishan 10. Actually could even be Mongon if you pick up that door 3 pin.
Oh yeah, and Alat is also calling for Atozuki.
There's your Templar.
Jimin
And
into Ishan 10 now with that call.
yeah, Bobula is Ishanten, Chunman is Tenpai.
Ship
Alat is
also
Atozuki.
has a pretty good hand here. See if they can fight at all. Oh, there's another door picked up for Arlet.
Yeah.
If they get Tempai, they might push it.
Yeah, that could be dangerous.
Yeah, that's the issue. Or maybe they will recognize that 7 so is safe against Chunman and try to Mawashi and keep the value with the Chundola too.
Uh-oh.
The issue
And
is,
there you go.
yeah, there you go.
Ooh, that's two expensive hands there from Arlo back to back here.
Yeah. Sorry, I've jinxed Arlet. Sorry for the captain of that player. I said we might expect some good plays and they didn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, some tough dealings there, but yeah, now Chim up to 70,000 here.
Yeah, that's like, so if the game stops now, we have a 40k plus the UMA, that would be 60 plus 65 for the team. And
But,
what? Let me see. Yeah, and their teammate Naru had 18.1 points for game 1, so that would put that team in basically in the maybe top 2 or 3 in the standing. And I don't expect Chunman to accidentally deal into a Yakuman.
no, probably not a Yakuman. This hand's not that strong, so especially if like Bobo 2 calls, it's gonna be a bit tough to compete. I mean, if the right series of draws, like at this point, like Chimin definitely can. You can feel pretty safe that you're going to get first place, so it does have the freedom to sort of aggressively fight for some more points.
Yeah.
And now just pick up a door, so yeah, maybe I shouldn't write off this hand quite yet, because could still be a Catania with Dora. Although now Bobo's called 3 times in his Tenpai here on the 1-4 pin. Oh, and it just immediately comes out from Arlet as well.
Wow, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, another deal in there. This is a tough series of hands here for Arlet. Well, at this point, Ship just wants to try to win some points here and close extend the gap here from Bobo. No one's at this moment too close to anyone else, but probably like the closest battle is going to be for second, I imagine, with Bobo still having a dealership left. I mean, Ship does have a pretty decent hand here with Dora too, so you never know what might happen. You win a couple dealer Mongons, you can definitely close a gap here.
If you're Chunman, would you consider in this, like, if we consider the setting of the W League, like, if someone Bobolai or Arlet calls Richie, would you consider Sashikomi or just say, no, I want to keep my points then?
Yeah, I would not deal, I would just keep my points. Because you might deal into like Hanuman or something, especially if like a 3-mon being pretty usable Dora. And like Hanuman's like -12 rank, which is pretty significant.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Dora, Arlet does have a pair of them in his Chito Ishanten, so that's a way you can definitely close the gap with Bobo. If you can get like a Hanuman Sumo here, you know, that's a 15,000 point swing with Bobo. Will get you within striking range of the last hand.
Yeah, the issue is that, like, if you are Bobolai, you see Arlet discard pool, you see Foso 7-man 6-pin, you should rate this as like a funny or dangerous hand. You shouldn't trust any Sujis if you think they are cheater and trapping their weight. So defending against Arlet might be difficult if they call Richie, which they should with their pawn situation. Like I would never consider one so or 3-pin or 9-pin as a safe tile against Arlet if I
Yeah.
were to defend. Wait, and Chunman is already 10 pi, waiting on 7-pin. One left in the wall. Which Arlet might discard if they draw it, because they are going for Chitoi.
Oh, instead Ship picks it up
Oh.
and gets the Ipeko
Wow.
Tenpai. We're gonna see, yeah, just reaching with the Dora here, get the wider weight in Pinfu here. So
Yeah.
Richie Pinfu,
Oh,
Ipeko
oh.
Dora.
And the 4-man might come out from Arlet if they continue to call.
I'm actually surprised to see the pawn there, because it does sort of slow the hand down, I feel. It's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa! Chun deals in with
Oh.
the 7
Whoa.
mon.
Wow,
Wanted to keep
that's
Tenpai
huge.
there. I should have talked about more. I thought Chunin was probably gonna defend. Maybe he didn't have much to defend. I was looking at Arlet's hand. Yeah, Chun did have the Tenpai there and wanted to keep it.
They had 9-man. I mean, like if we consider that 9-man is still Sotogawa in the second row, maybe 9-man. But yeah, otherwise they didn't have maybe that much.
Yeah, if you have no safe tiles, then you just keep pushing, keep Tenpai. So
Yeah, there was 6 cell. That was the only one I saw.
just one safe tile. They're probably a pretty understandable push.
Yeah.
I should have probably looked a bit closer, but yeah, it's hard to catch everything. Either way, this is really gonna close the gap now with the deal in here. So it puts Chun's first place in danger. See if Chun can, or Ship can continue this dealership. It does have the Chun pair, but it is Mochi Mochi with Bobo at the moment, so it's gonna be tough to pick up that. Especially as like this hand might want to go Autozuke. You can end up maybe like Toy Toy or Chi Toy or something like that. I feel like Ship might end up relying on this Chun though.
Lots of Chi toy hands in this game.
Arlet's gonna go for a Chinitsu here. Could be a pretty decent hand. It's technically Tenpai, but no Yaku, and not really an accidental Tenpai from Arlet. 2 Shanten for the Chinitsu that they're aiming for. Okay, picks up a 3-so. So now just anything 1 through 6-so would get you Tenpai. We're gonna see the call from Ship. It's pretty tempting. Yeah, here we go. And this can still be Toy Toy. I mean, Ship's primary plan here is going to be the Chun. That's just tough when Bobo has the other 2. Of course, you can't know that. Yeah, here's the Chi. So it is going to be Autozuke for that Chun, as I kind of feared for Ship's hand. Arlet could Chi this with 7-9, and that is going to go for it. That just gives you basically another floating tile here. Adds like 9-8-7 as an other Tenpai draws. So now any Sozu from Arlet is going to be that Chinitsu Tenpai. Bobo and Chun probably, if they're gonna win this hand, it'd just be with a Chi-Toy here. Chun is Chi-Toy Ishanten. Oh, there's gonna be Tenpai for Arlet.
Oh, Chinitsu.
It's not a
don't
great
have-
Tenpai. It's yeah, the 4-so you already palmed, but kind of gotta take it.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
yeah.
Chun has been Chi toy Ishanten for a really long time.
I think you got to take this better weight here. No,
Yeah.
Arlet wants to greed for the Hanimon. This is just tough though, because it's a single tile weight on the 4-so. I guess 1-so's dead, so that's the one that the Ramen weight wasn't even any better. It's
Yeah.
yeah, you just hope for the 4-so. Unfortunately, it isn't Bobo's hand.
Yeah, or you just can the 4-so and draw the fifth 4-so in that wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Aka Forza.
You just chunk on yourself, con, and then just roll on yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Oh, Chun found the Chitoi Tenpai here. Oh, ship drop.
Yeah, on the Footy 10 Hatsu, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't want to discard it because it's quite dangerous at this point. So.
Mm.
All right. Well, gonna be 3 players Tenpai.
Yeah. And I
Those,
think
those
that
were 3 incredibly hard hands to win. I don't think anybody really had much possibility. There was like ship on like there's like Chun Furiten Sumo or like ship like 9-mon Haitei or something.
and I think that Bubura is happy to see that Alet didn't win that hand because they would have catch up on him.
Yep.
Oh, that's a fast hand already for Kawaii already Shanten.
2 quick calls. Chun's also opened up for Yakuhai as well.
Oh, there's your Tenpai.
Wow, that's fast. It's always 2 left in the world. And they can always draw any kind of tiles to make a better way there. Yeah, like this one. Which might come out
Oh.
from anyone.
Well, Chun close behind, also gonna find a Tenpai. 2-5-so versus 5-8 pin. And if Chun's gonna shut down this dealership.
Well, last dealership, last round for Bobadai. It's all or nothing now.
Ooh.
Wait, what is this hyper from ship?
Okay, so
Oh,
ship
wow.
is 14,000 points behind. So they would need like a Hanimon Sumo. What can they do with that hand? They can go for like a Menhon Chitoi with
I
a
would go
Richi
for
would be
Do
Hanimon.
Menhon Chanta as well.
Oh, Honroto Toi Toi.
Mm-hmm.
You could do, yeah. There's definitely some possibilities here for like a Hanimon from ship.
Yeah, like Chun. They can have Chun, South, Toi Toi, Honroto, Haneman.
Bobo does have a quick Ishanten already though. Oh,
Oh,
sorry, this is
wow.
still 2 Shanten.
Didn't want to keep the bird there.
No, I guess this is Ishanten. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's true. Kawaii didn't like to keep the one so they are committing on Chitoi maybe.
Or Kokushi.
Wait, or
Yeah,
Kokushi.
could be
All
Goku.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure.
I was thinking
Kokushi's...
about the Kokushi, but
Okay,
then
it's
wait,
Kokushi
wait.
2
oh,
Shanten. Or,
oh
wait,
wow.
Ishanten?
Wow.
Ishanten.
Yeah,
Ishanten,
Ishanten.
yeah. Oh my god. Imagine. Hey, wait. I thought about it like maybe Chuman might get into Kokushi for losing his first place. You said no, wait. But maybe now.
Oh, okay,
Maybe
well,
it can-
Bobo gets
yeah,
a
now
Tenpai here. He's gonna
Right.
Richi the
Oh.
Tanyo. It's a Richi
Interest-
Tanyo door 2.
Yeah, and he's going for the Nakasuji.
Yeah.
Nakasuji trap.
Little bit of a trap here for sure.
If you Kawaii, do you get better on that Kokushi Shanten or just say no, I fold?
They decided not to gamble here. I think you can probably at least, let's see, can you discard?
South.
Yeah, that's the one I was
Oh
looking at,
wow,
like
there's
South
the
and Shun.
Wow.
Did they miss the
yeah.
Tenpai? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. They should have discarded. See, I think they didn't see that South was on skirt, so they should have discarded that, and then they would have did it on the 6. But
Oh
yeah.
man.
Oh man. That's unfortunate. I think that's the highlight of today. Missing the Kokushi Tenpai.
Yeah, probably actually saved by the fact that Bobo Richi'd, because if Bobo had decided to Dama this hand, I imagine that would have definitely come right out from ship. But Bobo wanted the Mongon here. Oh, and Arla is gonna just sumo to end this game here. Picks up does get a 3-Han hand here at the end, so
Yeah, to mitigate the last place.
Yeah, at least gets out of the negatives here. And you know, end the game at least on winning a hand here.
Yeah.
It was a pretty
Not
painful
being
game there with
actually-
like three straight deal-ins there in the middle. It was a tough series of hands. In the end, Chun does get the first place. Ship actually made a pretty good run of it there with closing the gap there with a direct hit on Chun. Made things interesting, but does get a quite nice plus 21 second. And then Bobo kind of just, I think, was like in third for most of that game. Didn't have a lot
Yeah.
going on.
They
so
couldn't
just-
capitalize on their dealership on the first one.
Yeah. So definitely had some hands. They didn't quite come together, and so ended up in that third place. And then Arlet with the pretty tough fourth, but at least to get out of the negatives there at the end.
And,
and actually, that was
game
the final game.
finished.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are all finished here. And we can pull up the standings now. Alright, so starting with table 1. Demo Cracker with the big first there, plus 50 first place. Fishoshi for my team 2 did get the second place. Unfortunately, it was only plus 1, but we'll take the points. And then Paul Blartfart with the third place at minus 18, and Cafe Elric taking the fourth there. We just saw the table 2 there. That was with Chuman and Ship both getting quite a good points, and Arlet taking the minus 48, sort of putting Moneyball Mahjong very swingy there with a plus 42 on the minus 48. They're going to end up sort of right in the middle of the pack there after 2 games. Table 3 was won by Nemo for Freewheeling. Freewheeling off to a great start here with back-to-back first from Cow and Nemo. Definitely quite a strong start there for them. And then Lay with the second place, A1 in third, and Grispiff taking the fourth. Zawa not the start they wanted there with back-to-back fourths compared to Freewheeling's back-to-back firsts. Actually, the both tables with the teams with the exact same placements, which is kind of funny. The same order for all 4 teams. And then on table 4, that was won by Upton Fort, who gets the pretty small, is a pretty close game there, just the plus 27 first. And then Watashi with a second place, Kira getting the third, and Alex in fourth. Pretty even spread of the teams at this point for the table. Sort of Chitoy and Chinmakura spot going to be, I think, pretty close to each other after those results. And then on table 5 was won by Idapon, getting a plus 34 to mitigate the fourth place from Bayonetta. Fred with a pretty respectable second place there, just plus 2, giving their team just average, nice, like 2 small seconds to have a positive start to the season. Schizophrenic with third. But with Nico's large first from the first game, still going to put their team in a good spot. And then Cookies taking a fourth, so having Akadora off to a bit of a rough start. And now we can see where all those teams line up here. It is going to be the 3010 Fanatics. Looks like the top score here is going to be like 73. A couple high scores there. Freewheeling also with those 2 firsts at plus 69. And Ponya at plus 55. And then a bunch of teams right around that 25 mark. The top 8 cutoff at the moment after 2 games is plus 20. And yeah, that is going to be the results from our second game. We have one more series of matches left this week. And I can pull up those player cards. We are going to be watching Table 1, which is going to have morning from my team here. It's the host always gets to choose what games we watch. So if you ever want to complain that you don't like a table we chose or maybe a table we missed, you can just complain to whoever's hosting.
Totally unbiased choice.
Yeah. So it's like I have to throw in at least one game from my team here, get some bias here. So we'll see how morning or I guess mommy milkers will.
Wait, technically there is also Mob's teammate, right?
Yeah, on a pod.
Oh,
Yeah, so we're gonna have a little rivalry here in the casting.
I will try to mediate the rivalry.
Yeah, it's I'm not gonna. I feel like a little bit of bias here. It's all part of the fun. Of course, we are players along with everyone else. We like to cheer on our teammates.
Yeah, our team has had a rough start so far. We've gotten a third and a fourth, so we really need the help.
Well, you know what? We've all gotten a fourth and a tiny second, so I don't think we're in a much better spot.
Yeah.
So we both need to do well here.
We just need to not take a third or fourth.
Yeah.
So it looks like those games are going to start in 9 minutes, so we can join them in 14. So we got about like 13 minutes if we want to take a break here.
If anyone has to take a break, like take some coffee, a drink, or make your lunch, it's the time, because after then the last game of the day will start.
Yeah, and close out an exciting first week here of W League. So I think we'll step away for a few minutes and join you again for the final match. All right, we are back from break here. Our games have started, so we just have to wait for the delay to play out here for our final match here. We have 3 pool 2 players and a pool 1 player here. It's a pretty even matchup all around. If we look at our stats here, it does look like Onopov with the highest reach rate here at 21, all the rest sitting around 16, 17. Also has the highest deal-in rate as well. And a pretty low deal-in rate as well at 12%, so, you know, Onopov pretty, probably the strongest stat page here of the 4 players, but it doesn't really tell the full story, of course.
Yeah, the others aren't too far behind. It's probably going to be a pretty even matchup.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Seems like all our players here are quite evenly matched.
I think that like this game will be play out on like 1 or 2 dealing or 1 huge mistake that will punish the player, and I think that might be a close game. Like Venus was my teammate last year, and I know that sometimes he can be defensive, like with his 28 core rate, so sometimes he might decide to not core reach or not open the hand. Morning in the meanwhile, even if he has like 1 or 2% below the average reach rate in Jet Room, they can be aggressive. They know that they have to fight. And the other 2, well, unfortunately, I don't know them that much. But if we only check the stats, I think they might give some good play, some good fighting spirit, and we might take. I think that maybe this game will be very contested.
Yeah, I think all 4 of our players, I believe, are returning W League veterans. The names are definitely all familiar. It's been a bit, so it's you know, I could be mistaken.
Yeah, I think that AMPD it is their first participation in the W League, and for the others, I think they are already W League veterans. I think, yeah.
It could just be I recognize their name from other events. You know, it's it can be hard to
think
keep
that
them all straight.
Yeah, I think that AMPD is in the ARML. I think maybe that's where you are from where you are recognizing them. Maybe
I'm not sure. I thought they played in W League, but I might be mistaken.
I would have to check that.
Yeah. Doesn't not too...
Yeah, so there is like 35 seconds left, so guys, try to not be biased. Who do you think will win?
Definitely morning, for sure. Our team is due here. We want to end on a high note here in week 1. We got this. I have permission from morning to do all the roasting I want, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have to hold anything back here.
I know Morning will definitely be a favorite because of the name alone.
I see. Well, let's go. Yeah, the game has started just now, just in time. Already upon form. So the toyman name will name him as Morning because that's his this is his alt account, and he wanted to use that one, but he goes by Morning, and we don't want to use some funny names on stream, so we'll say morning instead.
There's a great point from the chat. I did forget. It was Vanist, right? Who was the highest bid player from the
Right.
draft here.
Oh yeah, the
It
famous.
was,
The
I think
300
it was
bid, yeah.
mostly an attempt to sabotage the wheel rather than necessarily the
Yeah.
player specifically. But it is a fact that Vedas, I believe, it was a 300 W League point bid.
Yeah, so maybe we can quickly talk about it since like there is nothing interesting right now with the games. So
Well, we know it's Sanchoku Ishan Tendoro too, as always.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah, talk quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically we have a draft system for the W League where each captain has a wallet and a number of points they have to use to bid for some players to get them in their team. And we have one captain called Curly who prefers to use a wheel system to decide how many points he wants to bid for a player. And one captain decided to trick Curly by bidding high enough so that if Curly has to outbid him, he would have to outbid him by that much. The thing is, Curly's wheel has a Ford button, has a Ford field, and his wheel stopped on the Ford. So that captain who bid 300 on Venice accidentally had to pay 300 because of that.
All right, well that was nice timing there, finishing your story here right in time for the first Ricci here from AMP here, who does take the Ricci pin food Dora one. Yeah, that was definitely, I think, the highlight of the draft there for me. It's quite a hilarious moment.
Because at first we were thinking that it might have been a typo, like he wanted to type 30 instead of 300, but oh, Ipatsumo, wow.
Oh, and an Ura as well. I think that's
Also the
Honeymoon.
Honeymoon.
Yeah.
E-Pots Ura, the rigged combination there.
Yeah. Name a more iconic duo than Ipatsu and Ura. That's already a good start for AMPD.
Yeah, Honeymoon in the first hand. Vanist's Sanshoku didn't quite come together.
Yeah.
And so, move on to East 2 here. Not a bad dealer hand. Do need to try to fill this Conchon. You have this 1-mon, which, if you can draw Dora, does let you accept it.
Minus hand is looking a little scary on it.
Yeah. They can definitely go for Honitsu with this.
Think about calling the 9-so right now and just committing to it. Seems like a pretty reasonable call. See if they go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, furthers the hand anyway.
This could even sometimes be Toy Toy. I don't think it's the most common, but like say if you pair up another like Honor or something, definitely a consideration.
And we already have Ishanten for Anopub with the Ryankan and the Tushanpan.
Ishanten for morning as well with a potential Chitoy. It's also just Suanko Ishanten. Forget about no, sorry, not Suanko. That's it's Chitoy Ishanten. Suanko Tushanten.
That
could also
chi
just
from
even be a normal hand.
That chi from Venice is interesting. He called the Kanchan over the Ryanman. Like he had he had 4, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7 so, and instead of maybe taking the Ryanman chi on the 4, 5 so, he took it with the Kanchan. But it paid out, so they're now Tempa. This is oh, for Toy Toy. No,
oh,
yeah,
and there's
yeah,
the Westron, and that's immediately gonna deal in. So there it is. We had our first battle there. I lost my words there. Morning winning the Toy Toy there, off of Venus. They're getting some points for Team 2. I got so excited I lost my words there. And now on to Morning's dealership with some pretty good potential. There's like E2 chance, there's Sanshoku chance. Could just be a quick Ricci. There's a Dora 7-pin acceptance. Yeah, I'm not trying to hide my my bias, Wrath. So this is no point. Wow, AMP also with a quite a nice hand
Dora
here.
too.
Monopop's getting some good draws as well.
That's interesting that they denied the 9 so 8 open chan.
Yeah, I definitely think just aiming for that Tanyao. It could have been Ishanten, I believe, if you did keep the 9-so, but you kind of have to
Yeah.
drop like 5-mon or Dora for that, and both those tiles are just so useful as hand that I think I like just dropping this Penchon and going for the Tanyao.
Yeah, I like that move.
Tuso for Venus to sort of give an Ipeko Kanchan there. They can find a 3-so.
And that's a good draw for Anopub. Yeah, they're still a bit far away from Tampai, but they have a far away Saskatchewans too. Maybe on 6, 7, 8 or 7, 8, 9.
Morning had to
Is it-
decide between like sort of the Penchon waiting on Dora or the Ipeko. Decided to go for the keep the Penchon that waits on Dora. It's a kind of a tricky decision there. I'm not sure which is better because Ipeko and Dora both have the same value. So I think my gut tells me to cut 8-pin, but I don't mind the 8-mon discard all that much.
Yeah, and Venus also is discarding the 2, so denying the. Yeah, I guess that it can't be Pico because 4-so might be the pair for the hand, and
Yeah, Venus just now it's with that 4-so draw that just Kutsuki Ishanten, just keeping the. You gotta keep the
Yeah.
5-mon because that's your ideal floater if you're trying to get the E2, and then 6-pin also really good with accepting Dora. So just cut the 2-so there. Nice to cut the 2-so instead of the 3-so, just because if you do draw into a Ryumin, now you have Pinfu. So
yeah,
I think a really strong discard.
And Anopub is also Ishanten. Waiting maybe on the 7-pin would be the ideal.
Ooh, another Dora picked
Oh.
up.
Oh, and there's Tempo.
Yeah, Champon 5-mon 7-pin.
Tanya
Dora
Dora
3.
3. Maybe 4 if they were on the 7-pin. Do you Diamond can 2-pin?
Well, at least
Oh,
that won't come
that's-
out of Anopop's hand.
Oh, the Ipat style. We know how it ends with that.
Yeah, we'll see what Morning opts to do here. Gonna go for the 2-so, which is Gambutsu. Playing around this Ricci. 3 6-pin weight with Ricci Dora 1.
I think that AMPD we pushed this and maybe did into Anopop like
Venus
you went
not.
to-
Oh, and there's the big
wow.
Mangan Sumo there.
huge win for AMPD. Taking the lead and then also getting their leadership now. So they can try to snowball the game even more.
Already up to 50,000 points. Really strong start. Bit of a messy hand here, though. This isn't really what you want on your dealership. More
Yeah,
immediately
this hand
calling
is-
that north.
This hand is messy for AMPD.
Morning does have Dora
Venus-
2. If they can complete this hand here.
Yeah.
Well, the shapes aren't the best, and you do still need to draw something around that Aka 5-so if you want to use it.
Venice also has a slow hand. Like they have one Kanchan and then 2 floating tiles. They only have 4 blocks, so they have to hope to draw something good in the following turns. As for Anopub, yeah, kind of the same thing. I think that right now Morning has a high chance to win this hand over the others. Oh, that's
Venus
a
with
good draw for
really
Venice.
good draw there, yeah. Gonna just go ahead and drop that south now. And this is Ishan 10. There's a lot of good draws Venus could draw. Dora just being Tempai would be the best, but even like some Pinzu draws could give you some nice potential to try to find the head for that hand. And if you can draw like a 5 or a 6 pin, you have Itsu chance as well still. Three pin is gonna be kept over that 4-so there.
Yeah.
We'll have to see what Venus decides. If they draw like 2-5 Mon, probably just gonna take like the 3-sided weight at that point, the 2-3-5 Mon, or 2-3-5 pin, and end up dropping the door, but we'll see. Huge drop for Morning.
Yeah, another pickup for another Dora pickup for Morning. Oh, he decided to.
Yeah, this is a greed play for Toy here.
Yeah, I don't like that. I would have gone with 8-so maybe, and just try to, or even yeah.
Well, this is not gonna happen. I don't know how Morning can possibly not deal in here. We're gonna start the 6 one, but the 2 and the 3 pin both dealing in is is gonna make this difficult. Yeah, 2,
or
3, 5
maybe
pin weight here. Oh my god! Wait, can you go like 8-so here? Is there any way?
I would
do
do
this?
so 8-so.
Okay, 2 pin. That was like the only way that ever avoids stealing in there is if you somehow keep all the Pinzu. Did hit her, but still only 39. Not the worst stealing. Does mean that Morning and Anopop now very close.
Good for us. Oh wow.
Holy cow.
Oh, that's a
Strong dealer hand.
This
wow.
is this is Kitsuki Ishan 10 of Dora 3.
And
what a
such a
high
good
five.
chance. Now imagine he draw 3 pin or 5 pin. That's such a good chance.
Yeah.
Obviously, he has to reach it because that's the Yakules.
Oh my gosh, it's 5 pin.
Oh my
god.
Just
Richi
reach
Dora
it.
3 Takame Sanchoku Hanemon
Yeah.
on turn 3.
Wow, like that's rigged.
At least Anopab is safe for now.
Yeah, for now.
Well, this is see what happens here. Morning goes for the 9, so it doesn't actually go for the tune there.
Unfortunate. Yeah, so tripping is the Takame for Haneman.
Dora theory there from AMP. Just
Yeah, it was gonna
Oh, okay, it was Genbutsu. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Otherwise, it would be questionable. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So 3 pin is 3 left in the world for the Takame and 6 pin 2 left. I don't think that anyone will discard 3 pin or 6 pin if they draw it.
Well, we'll see. Anopop's
Unless-
fighting. Anopop pushed 7 pin there, Ishan 10. I don't know. I went. We'll have to see. If like you push 7 pin,
Yeah.
you might push 3 pin. Pretty
True.
similar. And like now you can Chi this and you take Autozuke Tenpai. You're just gonna pass it.
Yeah. I mean, that's too risky to do that.
Yeah, you'd have to discard 8 Mon. Still willing to fight here though with this 8-so. Anopop putting up a fight. See how much they keep pushing. It's kind of tough to defend. They have like 6-so, 3-so.
I would.
Not
Yeah.
a lot.
Like they have maybe like 6-man Nakasuji, but then that destroys their hand. So
Yeah.
I wonder which tile will force them to fold.
We'll see. We also well, it was Ishan 10 for MP, but they have to cut the north. And now draws another Ishan 10. This time with Tanyo.
Yeah,
Oh, here's
they keep...
another chance for Onopop to take Tempai. Again, you have to push this 8-mon. This time it'd be for the 3-mon Genbutsu weight. They're gonna go for it. She discard that 8-mon.
Yeah, and Anopop can... AMPD, sorry, can push the 7 soul for Tempai since it's Suji too. And
Morning
now
also with an Ishanten and pushes 7, so a lot of fighting going on here.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna shift the weight. Now let's
Imagine...
Morning discard 2-mon.
Imagine having turn 3 Richie and then everyone is fighting you.
Yeah.
And like all of your tiles are still in the wall.
Yeah, that too. Come on, where is
Oh, the
is
3-mon!
it?
Not on Pop, no.
Oh no.
Well, that's Genbutsu, you're just so idiot, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the
here's the
6
6
pin,
pin.
but there's like 9 so or whatever if you're gonna keep Ishanten. It's definitely not gonna be the 6 pin first, although if Morning Guts does get Tempai, it could be a problem.
Oh no, the free
Finish it.
pencil.
Yeah. And like Venice is drawing 4 pin, 5 pin, but not 3 or 6. Where is 3 pin and 6 pin? There is 4 left. 4 left in the wood and 8 tiles in the wood to be drawn. Oh, okay.
There's
Here's
one.
one. Wow. I would be pissed if I was Venice. Yeah, I mean, pissed at the war, not at the players. Like, obviously the
Yeah.
players.
Oh, this is Tempai. You can discard. Okay, finds the 4 sets.
Oh,
My
come
goodness,
here!
3 pins to the wall. It was just hiding at the end of the wall. Final draw from Venus. And it's an
Yeah.
Arabaimon!
Oh my god!
Oya Baimon for Venus. Oh my gosh.
That's huge. Now all of a sudden everything is like flipped. Now Venice is first, and
AFK's
he
wondering
can.
what the heck happened to their lead.
I wonder what the captain has in his mind now, seeing how Morning has
This is the power of the $300 player.
Oh yeah, and we forgot. LPY is saying in chat, the tide is just good because he won on 3 pin.
Yeah.
Okay, can't argue with that.
The favorite tide of LPY. So yeah, we can't argue with that. Giving the win and the aura for Bayman. Oh yeah, Bayman. Yeah, so now Venice is first, close to MPD, and we have a fight for first, second place, and another fight for third and fourth place.
Yeah, definitely shaping up that way. We're just still relatively early though, only South 1 still. They just have another chance at Sanshoku, but has to fill a lot of Kanchans here to get there. 5-mon's kind of a bit of an awkward draw, like you really rather would have drawn 7-mon or 3-mon to fill that shape. Onopop's got quite a decent hand here actually with Ryam and Ishanten, chance at Ipeko, chance at Tanyao. So probably the strongest hand here at the moment.
Yeah. I wonder if I know I would be maybe a bit greedy for unnecessary purposes, but like Jing 7-man and go for Tanyao, Sansoku, Dora 2 open. Is it crazy? Like
From
if
Venus?
we are like if we are eating like turn 10 and we see 7-man from EMPD.
I would pass it. I think it's better just to keep the hand closed. You can just declare Ricci instead.
I see. Oh yeah, no Puppy Shanten with the possible Ipeco or the Sandman Chan weight.
Alright.
Morning of a couple nice draws does give Ishanten to that hand as well. So 3 players each on 10 here. MP picking up another pair. Still a little bit behind the rest of the players.
Vayne is picking the safe
Another
tide.
Forso draw. This is kind of interesting from morning. See what they go for. You could discard either one of your Ramen and keep this wide Sozu shape to find a pair. Discards one, so yeah, this just is basically still just keeping Rami Shanten of Tanya. I think that's a pretty good choice. The other one was like you keep the 3-so and you keep this sort of like Ryantan like 3-4-4-4. But I think this is a little bit better. This is just Headless Onko at this point or sorry, this is not Headless Onko. You need to cut 3-so, not 1-so.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, that was a little bit of an error there because it's a much I think 3-so is much wide, like gives you much wider Shanten.
yeah, I was gonna say if you want to discard 1-so, might as well discard 3-so instead.
Yeah.
I think that's better.
It would have been quite a bit wider actually.
I guess he wanted to discard 1-so
Oh, this senpai.
to have more chance to secure Tanyao since 9-pin is already 3 times cut.
Yeah, that was the idea of it. It was ideal. I'm really thinking about this Riichi here. Finally decides to take the Intotsu, opting not for the Ipeko Pinfu.
I like that. Oh wait, oh, he didn't take the Ipeko, huh?
No, I'm not sure.
Ah.
Didn't believe in 7-so. I guess there was only 2 7-so left. So it's 4-so 7-so versus 5-8-so 4-pin. Yeah, I think I would prefer the Pinfu Ipeko.
I don't know. I mean, 4-pin is Nakasuji, so maybe someone will discard.
Yeah, you're right. Trying to get the Akasuji shot. Oh, okay, just similar.
Oh,
never mind.
there we go. I guess like if you think that everyone in this Jed room table will trust the Nakasuji, that's fine. But I think in rotary, when you see not that much Pinzu, middle Pinzu, I wouldn't trust 4-pin.
It's a fairly reasonable decision. The other option was also just Yukadama. There were I think a lot of things you could
about
do
if he was gonna take the Pinfu, maybe it was gonna be a Dama.
Yeah, maybe he was thinking about that. Like, if I take the Pinfu, the Ipeko, should I Dama? If not, then should I reach it the Entotsu? That might be a consideration. You may be right, Mob.
Well, now Onopob on their dealer hand does call the Chunyakuhai and has door 2. Needs to fill some bad shapes here and still find a pair for the hand, but it's got some good value potential. Morning also with some door in hand, door 3. Doesn't necessarily have a way to open the hand, but would be an expensive Riichi. I want to pop into an Ishanten now. Just missing the head for this hand. So any 2 through 7 pin here would give Tenpai.
We should deny Chi, right?
Yeah, this is Sanshoku Chi actually from morning here. So you need the 3 pin and the 4-so here now. I don't know if this is actually faster, because I'm not sure what the pair is at this point. I guess you're planning on using. I mean, you could draw Dora for a pair. Oh, now cuts 3-so.
Might be just making the 1-so the pair.
Yeah. So now that he drew 5 man to lock the 7 man into the Ryankan, he can discard 2-so next, and then force the Sanchoku.
Yeah, I don't really. I think I would have preferred just to see the hand stay closed, but let's see how this works out. AMP's also had some good draws.
I think that
looking for
the goal was a bit too soon.
Oh, another door. That's putting be kept here, and one of the Pinzu is going to come out, because now this gives you an Ariamen with the Dora 3 here for on a pop.
Yeah. So obviously, since Anopub is in LPY team, if he sees a 3-pin for Tempai, he should skip it, Chi for 7-man, and then wait on 3-pin Kanchan. Right? That's how it
Yeah.
works. in his
I
team.
think LPI would say that just drawing 3-pin is already a blessing enough that you can just accept it. Even if you don't necessarily have to wait on 3-pin. 3-pin draw into the hand would also bless the hand. Well, there's the 6-pin draw. This Chi is not looking like the...
It's really
not
not
looking the
working his
best at the
favor.
moment.
Time to switch for Tanya Oden.
Yeah, that is the plan. Or K10, one of those.
Mm.
Okay, it's Tanyo. Nine sub pickup for Vanists.
Oh,
Yeah,
here it
yeah,
is.
it's fine.
There's the
You
3-pin.
can choose between which tempo. But
Doesn't want to drop a Dora, so it's not a huge
Yeah.
choice here.
Yeah.
well,
So
we need the
for-
points anyway, so
Yeah, definitely. Chundora 3 for more 11, 7. So that's 4 7-man. There is 1 7-man left and 2 4-man in the wall. Oh, and they have Haite, so they can have the Haite maybe.
Chun, Haite, Dora 4. I'm on.
Oh,
7-mon
Yeah.
picked up by Venus instead. Ah, 4-mon Sumo.
oh, here it is, Sumo.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
getting just Sumo to death here.
Yeah,
Between the Oya Baimon Sumos, now another Oya Mangan Sumo.
That hurts. So now Morning is biting the dust, and hopefully he will be able to come back with his dealership.
Hopefully he doesn't cheese something silly again.
Yeah, don't cheat those tiles anymore. That was an unhinged cheat. Well, another pretty decent hand for Onopop, who could continue this dealership with a Tanyo now. 3-step
Toyman,
Dora could accept that pretty easily.
Yeah, unfortunately, Toyman has already two of the 3 so, and Vane is the 3rd one, so it will be difficult for Anabob to get the last one. I don't
Okay.
think that, like,
That's
even if
something-
Vane,
We keep
Sorry,
talking over each other. I just wanted to point out Chito Ishandan, but that was it. You can go ahead. Oh, Chito Tempa.
oh, let's go.
Oh wow.
That's a Dama. That's a Dama. Ah.
No, Dama, Richi.
Wow.
It's turn
I
3. How
don't
can you
know.
deny the Richi?
Holy.
I mean, in my book, Chito Dora 2, that's Dama.
Haven't you heard about the shortcut? Has no one told you about the shortcut yet?
Shortcut,
Yeah.
yeah.
I do, but I think that if he Damas, one man would come like easy from anyone. Now he
Yeah.
will have to sumo it. That's the issue.
But that's what
And
you want to do. You Richi so you can sumo. Then there's 2 of them in the wall. You just draw it, and then we have to pay out another 100 points to sumos again.
Look, that's why some players comes to me and say, yeah, you know, Kodo Chito doesn't work. Well, that's because you read Chito Dora 2. That's why. You will see, Venus will not win this hand.
Okay.
He will
You know,
not
I'm
win
not
it.
gonna argue because I don't want them to.
He will not win it. If he wins it, then that's good. That's good
Alright,
for
on
him.
a
but-
cob, let's fight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Foso should be safe against Venus.
Wow, Vinus keeps pulling like it looks like Kokushi. Look at this one.
Chi. You can Chi and discard Foso. That should be
Yeah.
safe.
Going for the safer 2
So wants the
instead.
Dora. Or maybe still trying to go for Dora.
Yeah, there is that too, yeah. Little does he knows the Dora is dead.
And AMP is like, I have 2 Yaku High pair and Dora 3. Can I actually do anything here? It's not actually that close to Tempai, but like there's a lot of potential there. If only there wasn't like Artiorichi.
Yeah.
Be the Tempai on
okay.
Dora. This is a dead weight here, unless for some reason it comes out from AMPD, which can't imagine is too likely here, even if it is Suji.
Yeah. Now they can go for.
They could go
Cheetoy
for
Honitsu.
Cheetos. And...
Just
Yeah.
maybe
Oh,
that's
he
an SS
doesn't.
dead. There's a chance to
Wow.
call. Yeah, AMPD is gonna fight this hand. The Dora 3 potential.
Yeah. I mean, they have to with this value. Oh, that's unfortunate. He missed
Oh,
the net.
sorry, not Dora Tonki. It was a Dora
You-
Control. But you can shift to a Tonki
I
if you
can
want.
switch.
No? Huh, he wants to grade the Dora. Okay, that's fine.
5 pin
he
was
could
also
have
Nakasuji as well, so I guess Tuso was Gambutsu, so that was the safest, but 5 pin's not pretty safe as well.
Yeah.
Morning is still quite far from Tempai. Discards a 7 pin, like maybe there's a Cheetoy Mawashi there. I guess actually it's Cheetoy Ishan 10, that's closer than I realized. Could have Cheed from AMPD for Ishan 10, but would have to discard one of those Haku or South. Looks like South is Shonpai. Haku's just been discarded the one time, so not looking that safe. Ah, there it is. There's the 1-1. Kodo, you
Okay,
prediction was off
it's,
here.
It's the Ura.
No Ura, but still
Okay,
there's the
lovely.
shortcut.
Okay.
Luckily not the Baimon Oyakawari.
You guys were right.
It's pretty good.
Wait, he drew it because everyone court began
Yeah.
to court. So maybe without the chorus it would have been different. That's my only argument.
Alright. Well, we gotta get some points here because we're being left out of this Tsumo party. And I mean, okay, Dora draw. That's something. Maybe this is Honitsu. Let's start with West because that's twice cut, but might be thinking about Honitsu with this hand. Could also be thinking about like Cheetoy and Toy Toy. Speaking of Honitsu, there's also Venus across the way, who has the 2 honor pairs. And is definitely thinking about a Honitsu or Toy Toy. You have the 1-sos as well. Another cheese.
Yeah. By the way, someone in chat is making a good point about this game. Like, has there been a cheap hand in this game? Like,
Yeah,
lower
it's been
than
monster
4
hand after monster
Yeah.
hand. I can't really think of a cheap hand.
Yeah, maybe we can check that after this game is over. Just to see if there was a hand lower than 4 hands. Oh yeah.
Okay, does this? No, it doesn't work. It pauses. Okay, never mind. I'll do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I can check it on my end. Let me see.
Ah, yeah, true.
Pair drawn there. Monopop could go for a Tanyo at this point. Or just try to draw into a closed hand. Also a lot of pairs for a possible 4 pairs to a Cheetoy as well.
The
Would you
smallest
quantify-
hand was 3 Han.
Wow. Yeah. So a lot of good hands. So I was gonna ask, do we pawn a 5 pin or 1 man for Toy Toy for morning?
7 so Kanchan. 2, 3. I think I probably would. I think it's maybe faster than this closed hand Ishan-10.
And go for the famous Atozuke
Oh yeah,
Sananko.
the Chi 7 so. I don't really think you can keep 5 mon at this point because I don't know
Yeah.
as if I want to get rid of Ishan 10. Yeah, just get used to the 1 mon. Or the 5-mon, excuse me. Door picked up for Venus. Another Sozu draw for Onopov. This is gonna be Tempai, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, Tempai on 5-pin Honky here.
Yeah,
But,
going
any
for
Sozu
Chinitsu.
draw gives you the Chinitsu now. You can you
Wait,
do have
can
Ipeiko,
I-
right? Yeah, you have Ipeiko.
No, Rianpeiko. Rianpeiko even.
Yeah.
Oh, Chinitsu
it's
Rianpeiko?
Rianpeiko.
Okay, well, just gonna be Chinitsu here. So it takes the 3/6/9 so wait for Chinitsu door 1. This is a Honeyman. Another monster
Yeah.
hand, of course. And here's the Toy call. This is gonna be really bad because we're gonna deal in on 6 at some point. Right now.
Yeah, right now. Oof.
That's good.
Right as Onopov gets Senpai.
That's unfortunate. Wait, so now the battle for first place is quite close. Like, AMPD can have a good hand for closing the gap. Venus can have like one hand and it's over. But with this hand it's quite complicated, and I know Pop can go for. So they need exactly.
They just need a Mongon.
Yeah. Yeah, 7,003. Oh, yeah, 7,300. Yeah.
So pretty much just Mongon rolling off anyone. Like 52 Tsumo is not quite enough there, so
Yeah.
try for a Mongon, which is possible if they get like some sort of like, especially if they draw door. It's very very doable. Oh, there's door. Summon the door to the hand.
Oh, yeah.
Now this is a very doable Mongon for sure. Just close
Yeah,
hand
because
reachy
they have
and
a
you
very
get there.
fast Yishantan there.
Khan for morning here. Okay, does flip a useful door there in Forso.
Oh.
Morning is like, well, I'm getting 4th. I'm just gonna have some fun here. Call the con.
We had 3 cans on stream today.
Oh, wow.
Yishanten for AMPD here. I would love a Ricci. They picked up the new door with the Forso. So it could have like a Ricci door too. There is also a 789 Sanshoku if you can draw into that as well. So
Seems like that's what they're trying to aim for.
a lot of potential.
Yeah, that can
You
be
could
a
even just
possibility.
honestly just cheat for the Sanshoku, open Sanshoku.
Yeah. I mean, like it would be a waste to pass 3 so.
Okay, we could get some points back here for morning if we can win a Honitsu Toy Toy. That'd be a fun end here. Is Ishanten for it? Okay, 5 so draw for Onopov. It's gonna be Tempai. And actually you can Dama this, right? Because it's Tonpin Ipek Odora, so 77.
Yeah.
Which,
Yep.
what was the gap again? Was 77 enough?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The gap is
Mhm.
7,300.
Okay, so there you go. Got enough here. Morning
have
did
to be
find
careful
Tempai,
with Morning.
Tuso Chun with the Honitsu Toy Toy. On the...
And
Looks like there's
Vinus.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
the
here's
7
the
so's a
Sanshoku.
little scary.
3 so weight versus 2 so Chun weight versus 2 5-mon weight.
so Tuso is one left in the war.
Oh, here's a West we can
Tuiso-
con. No, it doesn't come out.
Ah.
Dang it, it's too dangerous. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it's really dangerous because it's Shonfai.
Yeah.
I don't know. Venus can't push that. That's a bit annoying because I wanted to see the con. Maybe if Onopop or AMPD drew that, or if Morning drew that, I think we might have been able to see a con. Sumo
Yeah, I think they-
Sunzo
oh.
for AMPD. Picks up a
Unfortunate
has-
because Onopop's weight was very live.
Yeah.
Well, half of it at least, because dealer had 2 of the 5s.
And that is going to be enough for second place at the moment, although it's a very fragile second with any sumo going to drop you back below Anopob. And then, of course, some potential to close in on Venus. Let's start with 3 pairs here and a Dora. Kind of a pretty awkward hand. None of the shapes are that easy to complete.
I'm
Drops the
surprised that.
Dora.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he drops the Dora over Tuso.
I think this is a Tanyo consideration, if I had to guess here. We might see like a 1-mon at some point.
I
Maybe
mean,
Tuso first.
with that
'Cause
much Kanchan, yeah.
you
Tanyo
really
seems
want to win
easier.
this hand if you're AMPD, because like if you
Yeah,
just wait like in anybody Tsumos, you just end up with a 3rd place.
And also, yeah, the longer you keep that chun, the more dangerous it becomes. Vayne is going for. Oh,
Chanta.
that's standby.
Chanta SSK.
Chanta's, yeah, Chanta Sanchoku. Waiting on 3 man, 1 left. And I don't think that any of the players will discard it.
3-mon from
Maybe.
AMPD definitely could come out, depending on how this hand progresses.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, they're not taking the 2 man obviously. Maybe the 5 man. Yeah, 1 man, 1 man.
Tanyo
Tanyo.
in play. And that does sort of lock these 3-mon in the hand, so that makes this hand pretty difficult to win from Venus, although there's still 1 3-mon left in the wall.
And Anapob is in Shanten too. Yeah, they are in Shanten, yeah.
Morning's
And
also
then-
Ishanten as well.
Oh, that's a good draw for Anapob.
This hand's more about considering cutting 9 8-pin.
Is it?
They
is
are
it
going to go for it.
Mhm.
So they do go
It
back
seems-
a Shanten here.
Yeah,
But
I
you
mean,
add Tanyo, so
Mm.
bit of a trade-off.
yeah. I mean, 1 7-pin is already discarded, so maybe they took that into consideration.
Could have seen a weight shift there, but it's going to stick with the 3-mon. The 9-mon would have immediately come out.
Yeah.
I think
I
I
was
prefer
thinking about
the
the.
Champ. Oh, I guess it's only 2-tile weight. The 1-mon and the 9-mon were both once out.
Yeah.
So in that sense, the 3-mon is a better weight from Venus's point of view. Let's see if Morning cuts. Oh, Morning cuts the 9-pin, which isn't Ishanten anymore. Okay, don't love that. I was thinking it probably just cut 5-pin.
Yeah, make 6-pin the pair.
Like here, okay. Well, now we're back to Ishanten, so I guess that's
Okay.
something. Just cut the 7, so at this point, no, cut the
What?
7-mon.
I
Mm.
don't get it.
I mean, this is technically still Ishanten. It's just such a worse Ishanten. Is 6-9 like super dead? Not really. It's too.
Maybe just trying to confirm a Tanyo.
I don't know.
I mean,
it's
At this point, we shouldn't care about what we
Okay.
confirm. We
That's
just want
senpai for
to.
Anapol.
Oh,
Okay.
It's gonna go for the Richi.
yeah.
This is enough value
Waiting
here
on-
with the Richi Tanyo door 2.
Waiting on 3, so. Yeah, I think that morning.
Oh, and there it
Oh.
is, drawn by Venus. What is Venus gonna do here?
Oh,
Well, this could be first place for Anapop if Venus decides to keep Senpai.
they have to go 9-man, 9-man.
They do go 9-mon, 9-mon.
Yeah.
So they dodge the 3, so Ipatsu draw.
Yeah, Venus is a good defensive player. They recognize like the dangerous style, so I'm confident in their forward capabilities.
So 9-mon, 9-mon, and then yeah, like 2-pin. Once they've decided to fold, probably 3, so not coming out at this point.
Yeah,
See if AMPD can find Senpai, because they desperately want Senpai. They are Ishanten. You really need Senpai. Otherwise you just end up in
unfortunately,
3rd.
yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that Mornik will discard that North, unless he's forced to. But he recognized that North is shown by, so he doesn't want to discard it and risk that someone, of course. I mean, in morning points of view, don't we want to discard the North actually, and hope that the dealer needs it and gets it and they are Tempai, so that we have another chance to another turn.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
another chance for another hand. I don't know.
You're so unlikely to come back even if you do get an extra hand. You need like a Yakuma that maybe you're better off just trying not to deal in.
Yeah.
Either way, AMPD does not find Senpai, and the 3-so does not come out. Maybe an opportunity to Dama there from Monopop, because I believe that 5,200 points with the
Direct hit would have been enough.
Was it just
Yeah,
direct hit? I feel like any win might have been enough, because with the Honba and the Ricci stick, it would have been 65, which I believe was enough to actually Gyok 10.
I think that if they went for Dama, I think Venice would have pushed the winning tie for Anopub.
I forget what the point gap. What happened that?
So Venice had like 49,200, I think, and
I think it was the
Anopub.
same. It was the same amount as last time because AMPD had sumoed the round before that.
Okay, so they
It was
would
like
need
7,300.
sumo or direct hit then. That's why they Ricci. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, because that Ricci stick didn't exist before he Ricci.
Yeah. Either way, that'll do it for that one. That was a painful game to watch. For it absolutely did not see the the comeback for Team 2. I think we need a name change. I feel like Team 2 is not getting it done. You might see a new team name for week 2.
So, my teammate is in Ricci right now, Vidro.
And see a win.
Oh, Yuseon got the run.
Yeah, I guess the gap from the last game was not enough. It did have to be a direct hit or Tsumo, so the Ricci is pretty understandable. Either way, we are in all last of this game. It looks like our dealer here is in first place.
Yeah, already 2,010
points. Strong hand here, probably gonna just try to run up this score a little bit. Could be an early Ricci.
Oh, by the way, there was also a question about that, so I will already answer it before there is another question about it. So, in the layout, you can see that near red zone name there is a crown that represents the fact that he is the captain of his team.
Yeah, just a sort of a cool way to indicate the captains while we're on this. Oh. Doesn't keep the 6-month, doesn't see. Oh, and there's the emo.
Oh no.
Yeah, it doesn't see the Sanshoku and immediately notices it right after the fact. A little too hasty on that Sumogiri there.
Remember, 5 done.
Yeah. He's a really good player too. He must have just brain farted for a second.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, he autopiloted, like, he saw that he's Ishan 10, perfect Ishan 10, so he was like, guys, 6-man, what does it do for me? Oh wait, Sanshoku!
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Caught on stream. Still a very strong hand, even without the Sanshoku, but... Yeah, maybe you draw back. Sometimes, yeah, there it is, I knew it! I knew it! That you always draw it back, never punished.
Imagine if he discarded it again. That would be funny.
Oh man. No, not this time. This time we know.
He got rewarded because he recognized his mistake.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't even matter.
Never mind. So that's that's an interesting thing. Like that's Oya reaching South 4. They
Oh, he
recognize that.
puts!
Wow.
Well, this game is no longer close.
No!
Not for first anyway. It's gonna be close for
Rip
second.
Adrian.
That's my teammate. What is he doing?
Dealing with the e-pots.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's
Ura too.
18. Is that
Come
fourth?
on,
Is that
bro.
all the way to fourth? How bad is this?
Oh
He's at like
no.
36. Yeah.
Oh
There it is, all the
no.
way to fourth.
Wow.
I think that I will have
Just in
to.
time to catch Koda's team sinking.
Well, I guess we'll have a review session tonight or tomorrow. I can't let that pass. That's a huge mistake. Like that one pin, there is no reason to push that. Like just focus on your second place and let the Oya snowball. But now that's very bad. Yeah, like there is no excuse to do that.
Well, Oya might not be letting up here with another pretty decent hand. This one
yeah,
doesn't have
they're
all the
already
Dora, at least not yet.
tuition. Already tuition 10. Ay, that didn't.
Can they redeem any points if they get a Cheetoy now?
Either that or maybe I don't know.
I mean,
Honitsu.
Chanta looks more reasonable than Cheetoy.
Yeah,
Or just
Chanta,
Honitsu.
Honitsu.
Or even just
yeah.
none of the above and just like a Ricci.
Anything that wins.
Anything that
I
wins.
would
We could-
punt this
wait,
one,
wait,
for
do-
example. Yeah, I would have punted nice one. Go for
Well,
Honitsu.
Forza draws a pretty nice one, so it worked out.
Yeah. Now they have to go 3-pin.
2-pin also works.
I mean, 2-pin leaves. If you keep 2-pin, that leaves a way for Cheetoy. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, you don't actually need a huge hand here, right? You just need to get any win. So, like, you would take just the Realmen weight Ricci Nomi, which, let's see, that'd be like a 1600 point hand, which would at least be enough to get out of last. And if you'd sumo, I think you're second.
Yeah. Yeah, there is also 300 in the pot,
Yeah.
but still.
So I think
Yeah,
just
now
going
you
efficiency
see-
makes the most sense.
Now the 5-so, 4-so Rianman is kind of dead. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like if you skip 9-so and then you pawn 8-so, that makes no sense. in my
Well,
opinion.
we did draw some tiles in between. Like we didn't have the
Yeah.
4-so and the 5-so.
Yeah. Oh, the 4-pin. Well, in the meanwhile, red zone is Ishanten for Cheetoy Dora too. Yeah,
So many
Cheetoy
cheat
Dora
codes.
too. Yeah, I'm happy with that, but
Oh, dealer not going for the Itsu? I guess 3-so is only one left.
yeah.
I still feel like I maybe preferred over this 9-pin. This 9-pin I don't love. I really want to discard that. It's such a bad Kitsuki tile.
Now we have, yeah, this is Tsumagiri.
No, 9-pin. 9-pin's much better.
Huh.
You don't want to keep, like, you're not excited about like a 7-pin penchant.
Oh yeah, that's good ski. Sorry.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Didn't see that it was Ishanten. So
Oh, doesn't
2-so.
keep the 2-so. Doesn't want to
2-so.
push the 2-pin. I think 2-so is very useful for that hand.
Yeah.
Because, like, you don't really want to rely on the
Oh,
3-6-so. You're just going to be a Ricci from
yeah.
Oya.
That's Richie.
Ricci Nomi. But the weight seems pretty decent. I don't know as if, like, you need to Ricci this, but it's kind of
I
fun.
forget. I would have Damad and try to get up in full.
Yeah,
zone's sometimes.
it's probably fine. I don't know, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
fact that like you don't see any 6-pin doors like make me a little hesitant, but I don't know. I don't hate a Ricci.
Red Zone is standby, thinking about pushing 4-pin or 8-man. 8-man might be dangerous because he might think that it's Mataki Suji,
Goes
but
for
yeah,
4-pin.
he goes with 4-pin is better.
Oh, and there's gonna be the deal in, so it is gonna be Yusong securing that second place.
And we get last because of Dylan that we could have dodged. Yeah, I need to see the replay and see if Vidro could have avoided the delay. I think he could have easily, but that's another story.
Well, either way,
That means,
Gurino, Suka with the big win here with those on that dealership there. Even after dealing into the Mongon, still gets into 55,000 points for a really solid plus 50 for the team.
Yeah, that's a huge first place.
Yeah. But yeah, that'll do it for our final match from week 1 of W League. It's a nice good start to the season. We can now take a look and see where all the teams ended up here.
Yeah, apparently oh the standing is funny.
Yeah, so table 1 did was a disappointing end to week 1 for team 2 here, with a morning watching everyone else Tsumo their way to almost minus 60 fourth. Everyone else with ended up with a high score here. We got the minus 1.1 third for AMPD, and then Onopod with a positive 16, and Venus with the big winner there at plus 42 first. And then over on table 2, that was one we just saw there with a nice couple dealer hands there from Gurino, getting a plus 50 for that team. Sort of a Moneyball Mahjong is a very swingy start to this season. Plus 42, minus 48, plus 50. All huge scores there, and they end up with a nice overall positive of the plus 45. With a fourth from Vidro, it was a pretty rough start for Chitoi no Jitsu, ending at minus 81. Yusong adds a couple more points to their team's total with a 3. They're the highest scoring out of that table, thanks to Chunmen's plus 55 first, and some nice positive scores from the rest of the team. And Red Zone there we saw getting the 3rd. Their team's also a little negative there at minus 40. And then on table 3, that was won by Zawazawa, which mitigates a little bit of the team's damage there. They started 2 fourths, but then ended with a first, so limit the damage from week 1. In second place, Freewheeling caps off a nice week with Curly, the captain there, getting a respectable second place to put the team at a plus 78 total. Isle got the 3rd, so their team is going to be right around starting points of like 7, and then Bongo taking the 4th to have their team in a bit of a deficit. On table 4, that was won by Giant Robo Sloth with a high plus 54 first there to give their team a positive score. Gato with a solid plus 9, and then in 3rd it was Umadis with minus 16, and Cyber Angel with the 4th there at minus 47. And finally on table 5, the Celestial player Eric with a very solid plus 55 to give the team a nice positive result after week 1. And the rest of the teams with a pretty even placement there. There was a Remy with a plus 34 second. Wow, that was a huge battle there with two massive scores and 2 huge negatives there. Plus 34 second. That's definitely the highest second place we had in week 1. That's
Wow.
What is, so Uma was plus 10, right? So that's
No, the Uma is plus 25 for first, plus 5 for second.
Oh, just plus 5. Okay, so
Yeah.
they got basically plus. They ended with like a 55,000 second then, something around that. So a 59,000 point second. Okay,
Yeah,
so
59.
huge,
Wow.
huge
Wow.
result there. So it was like a big battle. And then of course, if you're gonna have 2 players with those huge scores, a minus 39 third from It's Sunil, and Cordy with a minus 50. So it was a close battle for first and a close battle for 4th there. Overall, the team's pretty evenly distributed, with just Eric putting the snack groups up with a plus 50.
I mean, that's expected from Celestial.
Yeah, Eric with definitely making putting good use of taking advantage of the hands they got and getting a good result there. So we can look at the final standings after week 1 now. The best performing team in week 1 was the freewheeling Curly's team there with a plus 78, closely contested with the Fruity Tin Fanatics right behind him, and then a bunch of teams in sort of the 60 to 50 range. Tokuhatsu, Dorponya, UB Snacks, Moneyball, and then all good week 1s. Sort of at the bottom, starting from the very bottom, Team 2. I think we need a rebrand here. This is
Yeah.
the no team name is a bit
Can
tough
you also
there.
change? Can you also change our team name because it doesn't work either?
Yeah, some tough results there. Minus 86. You know, it's a long season, but it's not the ideal start there.
Yeah, it's 10 weeks.
Team
That's
20.
fine.
No, we're no. that's what is that cursed name? Oh no,
Yeah.
we'll see
We'll
what
go
we
back
got.
to the training camp and see what went wrong.
Yeah, well, we got some time to turn things around, but yeah, minus 68. Chito no Jutsu also with a minus 86. Chito no Jutsu also with a minus 80 there, and then after that, Dragon Hustlers at minus 56, and after that, it gets a lot of teams in sort of the minus 30 range.
Can I just ask one question for you, Navitas, before we wrap up the stream? Like, you are used to playing in a tournament, and this is the first time that we are using this kind of huge UMA. Do you think that you saw the difference with how the players played because of the UMA, or was it still the same?
Well, so I always argue that I think like the higher the UMA, the better. I'm a big fan of Oka as well, but that's another side thing. Basically, just like reward to first. But I think like large UMA just intuitively rewards how people already want to play. Like people want to play to try to win, and they play to want to try to improve their placement, and like that's already how people naturally play. And so like large UMA just makes kind of like it makes the incentives line up with what people already want to do, which is one of the reasons why I like Oka as well, where like first place gets a huge reward because people want to try to win. Like it's already people kind of naturally play. But yeah, just the larger UMA makes it so that like it's always worth fighting for placements, which is already how people play. Like we kind of saw that. It's weird when 515 UMA, which is kind of like a lot of pretty standard smaller UMA. You get into weird things where it's like the correct decision is to just not care about your placement, where it's like, oh, I could try to force a Mangan Sumo to like overtake my next opponent, but it's not even worth it. It's only like an extra 10 points. I'm better off just like taking this Tanya or whatever for like an extra 5 rank points. It's basically, a long story short, I like large UMA, and I think people already play for how they should for large UMA.
Okay, that's good then. I think that at the end of the W League, we will take the feedback from the players to see if like the UMA right now is good enough, or maybe if we should change it like for something bigger like the M League or something like that. But that's for another story.
Yeah, but no, I'm happy with the UMA for sure. I think it's a big improvement over like the 15.5. I've always thought the 15.5 UMA is just too small. So
yeah.
Glad to see it increased. But yeah, that is gonna wrap up week 1.
Wait, we have to show the schedule for next week.
Ah, yes, of course. So we can
to see who we will lose to.
Yes, good catch here. So we can see here week 2 on table 1. It's going to be Sanpin Biki versus Kamino Keisai against the Dragon Hustlers and UB Snack groups. And then over on table 2, going to be Yamino Hana, Chunmark's Spot, Kodaku, and Tokuhatsu. Table 3 is going to be the Chitoi Enforcers versus the Fruitin Fanatics against Dora Ponya and Chitoi Chombo Corp. We have a lot of Chitoi team names this season.
Toy clashing.
Yeah.
Yeah, battle of Chitoi. Who's gonna win the most there? I like how it has been pointed out that there's a T missing in the Chitsu Enforcers. Chitoi Su Enforcers.
I don't know if the typo is intended or not, but that's what I got from the captain.
Yeah, we're just going with it. I mean, I can't make fun because the Team 2 name with we just didn't make it in. Our team name didn't get submitted before the deadline, so
maybe you can
we'll just run the
to...
Team 2. How bad could it be? It worked in the past, not this season. Maybe I think we're gonna need a rebrand here.
Not Team 2.
Yeah, Team 2 against Zawa Zawa, Moneyball, and WBs. I think Zawa and Moneyball, I believe, were both did well in team week 1. I think. Moneyball definitely did. I can't remember Zawa. I think they did.
Yeah.
I think they did well.
Moneyball is in 6th place and Zawa is in 14th place.
Okay, 14. Sorry, I was still don't have all the standings memorized yet, but finally on table 5, another Chitoi team, Chitoi no Jutsu, against the Akadora Sunday, Ritsu-san, and the Freewheeling team. So that'll be the matchups for the next week. It's going to be the same time next Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern for the first games.
Like always for the captains, please make sure to give us your lineups for Friday at the latest. I will ping you in your dedicated channel tomorrow to remind you of that. And yeah, I think we've covered everything.
Mob, do you have any closing thoughts on the week 1?
No, the games were pretty hectic. Just thank you to Kodo and everyone for putting this all together.
No problem. Thank you for joining us in the commentators table.
Yeah, it's been a lot of prep that's gone into this season for sure. A lot of work on behalf of Kodo. So I'm sure you're happy to see a nice smooth launch to the first season. I'm really happy with our new overlay this season. I think.
Yeah, I'd like to take a few seconds to say a big thank you to Min16, who is probably in chat for the layout. As you can see, the layout is very fantastic. Like it shows all the data that we want. And obviously, we also want to thank Cookies and Cream for the trailer, which is used for opening the stream. So again, thank you to both of you. Without both of you, the presentation wouldn't be the same. So big thank you to you. If you have to say thank you to someone, it should be to X-Teen and Cookies.
All right. Well, with that, I think I'll send us off with one more viewing of that fantastic trailer from Cookies. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and hope to see you all back again for week 2, same time next Sunday.
Wow!
Told you it's a great weight.
Never mind.
Oh, place 3 so. Alright.
Eisenman does it! Yes, Chad! See, you don't doubt the Eisenman.
Gosh,
Oh no, okay, we're going for Suam's code. Yeah.
There's that sumo. Let's see
No
if the sumo
way.
feels better.
Wow.
I
Are we
would
gonna
not.
skip roll?
Oh,
Just how great? How
no!
far does this go?
No way.
People leaving! Oh my god.
No freaking way.
Oh my god. This is going into the Hall of Fame of plays right here.